Hey Mula, how you doing? Hey Leanna Craig, Michael Wu, how you doing? Exosphere, hey there. We got Anime 20 in the house. Can you guys hear me okay? Hey Epic TV Underground. Just so you guys know, there is a I think like a 30 to 50-second delay when I do something before you guys hear it and see it. So just want to let you know that. Yeah. Hey, drunken cyanide one. Do you need some? The way you can go. Good. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Hey, Mark Munoz, J Art Studios. We're going to be getting started real soon, man. I just want to go ahead and go to my Facebook page and my Twitter page and let other people know that we're about to get started. Hey, Alexandre. Well, Alexander, I'm not sure. Orange Monkey 92, what up, baby? What up? Nico Gonzalez, what's going on? Just to let you guys know, we will be having some giveaways as well. Thad Taylor Art, what's going on? Jay Wild, how you doing? Okay, guys. Just FYI, my son Quincy, I'm sure you guys have seen him before. He will be typing for me while I'll be drawing. So just so you know. So if there are any misspellings, you can blame him, you know. So yeah, he's the one that will be doing all the typing and drawing and everything. So
I'm not doing any drawing.
oh, I'm sorry, he won't be drawing. I'll be doing all the drawing. He's doing all the talking. And in case I think some of you have seen my son Quincy. In case you forgot what he listened, you know. Let me zoom in there and you know, so that's him. So who looks better, me or my son? So who looks better, me or Quincy? Who looks? Just let me know. Okay, we got Shadow Spy 51 who said, "Yo, Quincy, what up, man?" You know, Alex Uchiha, Panic's Craft, thanks for joining us. Who else we got in here? Michael Wood, Camo Firefly, J1 Awesome, got you. Spoofer Mayonaka, Blue Cost, got that. Thanks for joining us. Blood Howl Alpha, that's a cool name. Yeah. So like I said, we're going to be getting started pretty soon, guys, and I'm going to be announcing this on my Twitter and on my Facebook fan page. And feel free to share the link with your friends and let them know and tweet it. Zalint, I like that, or Z-Lint. He said the father looks better. Thank you. Matthew Pham, what's up, what's up? Okay, I'm going back to my Twitter. So let me go ahead. I'm going to put this on mute for a second. I'll be back in a few seconds, guys. I'm going to go ahead and post this on my Twitter, and I'll be talking to you in a few seconds. So you guys go ahead and get your questions ready for me. Quincy will be reading them for me, and I'll go ahead and just verbally answer them. So get your questions ready for me, and I'll be drawing and answering questions. I'll be back in a second then. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I'm gonna be giving away one of these Sumo Grip mechanical pencils. I used to give these away a lot when I was, I think, a few years ago, and so I'm going to be giving this one away, brand new, fresh, and out the package. So the first question will come from my son Quincy. He's going to say the question. Quincy, are you ready to ask the question?
Yes.
We're going to give it away. Okay.
Ready.
And Quincy's going to come over here a little bit closer to the microphone on the camera, and he's going to ask it. So get ready. So he's going to get up and walk around to my drawing area. And the question, first he's going to explain the rules. So the first person to...
Oh, I think you're explaining the rules. All right. The rules are simple. First person to answer the question correctly and spell it correctly will be the winner to get our Sumo Grip pencil. And the question now is, who is Captain America's girlfriend? In the comics. Again, the question is, who is Captain America's girlfriend in the comics?
Okay, guys, so Quincy is now going to go ahead and look at the chat box and see who answered that question correctly. He's going to look and see. So I'm going to get to drawing, and I'll let him go ahead and take care of all that other stuff then. So
we have one question from J1 Awesome. Do you draw daily? If yes, how many hours a day?
Okay. Got a question here from J1 Awesome. Do I draw daily? I try my best to draw daily. Yes, even if it's a simple doodle. I do a little bit of drawing and sketching and stuff like that. So that's what I do. I do a little bit of drawing daily and whatnot then. So that's what it, okay, so yeah, drawing is it's something that you should always be doing and not take very lightly. If you want to get better, you want to draw a lot. Okay, making sure my camera it keeps going in and out of focus. Let me adjust that real quick then. Okay, Quincy looks like he has a number. He has a.
We have a winner.
Quincy says he has a winner for the Sumo Grip pencil, and the winner is who? Quincy?
Z-Lint. That's just it. Z-Lint.
Okay, Z-Lint. So Z-Lint, you win this Sumo Grip mechanical pencil. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is write your name down here, and Quincy's gonna tell me how to spell your name. You get this. Winner is Z. How you spell it, Quincy?
Z-L-I-N-N-T.
Okay, then. That will be it. Now, Z-Lint, I will need you to send me a in a personal message. Send me your mailing address, your first and last name, and last. I can't spell. Last name and your mailing address. Okay, in a personal message. Okay, here on YouTube. Personal message. Okay, so Z-Lint, you are the winner. I'm gonna put this on here. Okay, you just took the thing that I was with, but I guess it'll be my blue mechanical pencil. All right, then here you go, Quincy. Put that to the side. How about we put it over there on the side? Yeah, Z-Lint then. So don't freak out, guys. We will have more giveaways and during the rest of the during this Q&A session. So make sure my camera is focused. Okay, and I think we look good. Quincy, how do we look on camera? We look good? How do we? Good. Okay, my son said we look good then. All right, guys. We're gonna get started. All right. Let me get this going and see what we got here. Gonna be doing let's see who we're gonna be doing. Let's just kind of just draw and kind of just take it from there.
We have a question from Michael Wu. Can you draw Daredevil or Rocket Raccoon?
Daredevil or Rocket Raccoon. Daredevil, those are Marvel characters. I do love Marvel and stuff like that. They're really over They're really popular right now. So nah, I want to draw something with a little bit more anatomy, which Daredevil does have. So I want to draw something that I kind of like quite a bit, which will be, you guys tell me what it will be.
We have another question from Graffiti One Life. How long have you been drawing?
I've been drawing like 30 years, I think. So yeah, 30 years. Just been drawing and stuff like that. So that kind of goes back to the question earlier. Someone asked, you said, how often I draw, which is daily. So yeah. This is usually how I start out drawing. I usually go ahead and just give in like a full, like silhouette, a good, what do you call it? The silhouette of the drawing, the basic shapes that it will be. And I start out lightly and go darker. I'll be drawing darker for you guys so you can kind of see it on the camera and clear and whatnot. So hopefully you guys can see that. Can you guys see it okay? I want to make sure it's accurate. There you go. Okay. I want to adjust these settings a little bit more so you guys can see it better. Let's see, advanced settings. I'm going to adjust my contrast some. Okay. I think that's better. A little bit. Okay. I'm going to ask Quincy, you have any more questions? Any more questions, Quincy?
We have, what are you drawing? That's what they really want.
How about you guys tell me?
They have some requests for you to draw Hank Hill.
Oh, from King of the Hill?
Yes, Squid Girl.
Squid Girl. I don't know.
Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix Wright.
Falcon as Captain America.
Ah, the new Falcon. Okay.
Can you draw Ryuk from Death Note?
Ryuk. I love Ryuk.
Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Kirito?
Kirito from Sword Art Online. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and add him to my how to draw tutorial list because a lot of you guys have been asking for him then. You know, so.
We have one question from Panic's Craft. What are your thoughts about digital drawings using graphics over traditional pencil drawings?
To answer that question, I'm going to repeat it one more time for those who may not have heard Quincy. Who said to ask the question, Quincy?
Panic's Craft.
Panic's Craft.
Your thoughts about digital drawing and using graphic tablets over traditional pencil drawings?
Okay. Drawing skills are simply drawing skills. It doesn't matter. The question was, how do I feel about drawing digitally versus drawing traditional with pencils like I am here? It doesn't matter. Drawing skills are simply drawing skills. It doesn't matter what you draw with. You can draw with a pencil, you can draw with because a lot of artists, great artists today, they learned how to draw initially with a drawing pencil like this. So it doesn't matter, either one. I've seen guys who were like awesome at drawing with the stylus and stuff like that. So, and then also artists who were great at drawing with a pencil. So you can draw, either one is fine. You can be great either way.
Another question from Michael Banji. If an artist wants to get better, what is his biggest challenge?
The challenge of drawing is, here's your biggest challenge. And Quincy may want to go ahead and type this answer in. He's going to put the @ symbol, or he's going to just say, the biggest challenge of drawing is, I want you guys to hear this and see this. The biggest challenge to drawing is doing it daily. That's the biggest challenge to drawing, doing it daily. So if you guys can draw every day, you already have won, you know, half the battle by just drawing every day. every day. Because some people can't draw every day. Every day they say, well, how do I get better? And the truth is, you simply, just draw every day. Everyone's drawings are always bad, and in the beginning, they're not good. But when you draw every day, you gradually get better and better and better and better and better. No one ever got worse and worse at drawing. No one. But when you get better and better, you draw every day, you do naturally get better and better. Any other questions, Quincy?
Why do you use a blue pencil? From Trayan Mystery.
Trayan Mystery, you asked, why do I use a blue pencil? I think that may be the second most question I get, presented with. I use the blue pencil because before I used to draw lightly with the non-photo blue pencil. Artists would draw down with the blue pencil, then they would use the drawing lead pencil to make a darker line. But since we don't really need to do that anymore with the non-photo blue, I just continue to use the blue pencil because it's cool looking. That's pretty much it. It looks nice, it's cool, and I like seeing blue on the paper because I've been used to doing that for a couple of years now. Well, not a couple, but a lot of years.
Another question. Interviews.
I might do more interviews. Yeah. You tell me, what kind of people would you like me to interview? From what specific industry? Comics, animation, video game, concept art, design? Who would you guys like to see me interview? It's hard to find the time to interview other guys because our schedules are so hard. But yeah, I could interview other people. Just let me know who you would like me to interview. Any other questions, Quincy?
Do you take lessons for drawing? And another one would be, what qualities get better when drawing every day?
Okay, then. And who asked those questions, Quincy?
The ones that asked that were, do you take lessons? Is Bloodhowl Alpha?
Bloodhowl Alpha asks, do I take lessons for drawing? I don't take lessons for drawing, but I do join. I'm a part of a weekly figure drawing workshop. And what a workshop is where it's not really lessons. You are really just, you just sit and just draw a nude model. So there's no teacher that instructs you, but I just do that to just stay around other artists, and I'm practicing all the time, and it's good to be around other artists as well and stuff like that. So it's just good to be around that. So it's not really a drawing class, but it's good to stay around other artists to stay inspired and influenced and see what other artists are doing, and constantly be drawing. And another question you said, Quincy, was from who?
I couldn't find who it was from, but what qualities get better from drawing every day?
What qualities get better? Okay, Quincy said someone asked what qualities get better from drawing every day. You simply just get better overall. Your overall drawing ability improves every day when you draw, So even me, I couldn't draw like, anatomy and things like that, for a long time. And I still have problems with anatomy and stuff. I simply, I know where to go to get the reference that I need. But the more I draw something, the better I get at it, whether it be, certain parts of the body, perspective. The more you draw everything, the better you will get. And that's just, the normal way of how we all learn as people. Even when you learn how to ride a bike, no one could ride a bike when they first got on it. But the more you practice and worked at it, the better you got at it. Any other questions?
From Michael Wu, who's your favorite Marvel character?
My favorite Marvel character would have to be Hulk. Hulk is just cool. He's just cool. Just to have all that rage, and He really doesn't have to be a super good guy all the time. He can just destroy stuff, you know. So it'd have to be Hulk.
From RTS Hermit, what's your favorite comic book series?
From RTS Hermit, what's my favorite comic book series? Right now, my favorite comic book series is The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead is the best writing I've seen, or read rather, in a long time. So it would have to be The Walking Dead. Yeah.
From Cool Drawing Ink 90. From Cool Drawing 99, ink or pencils?
I prefer pencils because I'm most comfortable with pencils right now. I like them a lot. I do ink, but it's not that often I get to ink, and inks are more challenging as well. So it's like whenever you put that ink down, it's down there. You could correct it, but it takes some time to kind of. There's a lot of correction, and you have to be a little bit more careful with inks. But I like pencils because, as you all can see, I'm just so scribble scrabbly, and you don't have to commit to any lines, and I can just do as I want to, you know.
From Drunken Cyanide, how old were you when you first started drawing?
I started drawing when I was 5 years old. From Drunken Cyanide, I gotta remember to say you all's name. Drunken Cyanide, I was 5 years old when I think when I first started drawing and stuff. So it was like most people, most of us are like in kindergarten and little in preschool when we start drawing when we're in kindergarten, and the teacher gives us the crayons, and we all learn how to draw an apple. So that was my first time drawing, you know, really in kindergarten. I was 5 years old. And the thing about it, everybody draws when they're in kindergarten, but when we get older, a lot of us stop drawing. It's like when we get maybe to like the 4th or 5th grade, and we just stop drawing. We don't draw anymore. So. Okay.
Another question from Red Shadow, a quick question. Do you think a Hulk is overpowered?
Okay, Red Shadow asked, do I think Hulk is overpowered? I don't think we've seen Hulk overpowered yet. I really am looking forward to seeing how Marvel takes him in the future, like in the movies. Like, how will we see Hulk when they get ready to fight? Let's be honest here. The Marvel films are leading up to the Thanos Infinity Wars, so it will be great to see Hulk fight Thanos. So we haven't seen Hulk overpowered, but I would like to see that, you know. So right now, I don't think Hulk is overpowered yet. So
from Muse D, what inspires you? What inspired this drawing?
Okay, that question is who, Quincy?
By Muse D.
Muse D asked, what inspires me? What inspires me is, hang on for a second, guys. I got to look at my own thumb here in the camera. I got to look and see how the thumb is and stuff like that. What inspires me, Muse D, is life in general. I like seeing, it could be animals outside. Like, ooh, that's a cool looking porcupine. Let me draw something like that. That's just like things in nature that inspires me. And what else? I like seeing other artwork. One of my favorite artists now is Kim Jung. And if you guys haven't seen his artwork, go look him up. He's just amazing. He can draw from memory. I mean, just his stuff is just awesome. Just look him up and check him out.
Okay, from Speedy Blitz, do you watch anime, and which one's your favorite?
Speedy Blitz asked, do I watch anime and which one is my favorite? Yes, I do watch anime. My favorite anime, that would have to be Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is my favorite anime. Next to that would be my number 2 most favorite is Soul Eater. Then after that would be Gurren Lagann. And then after that would be who? Afro Samurai. That would be that. And who would be after that? Let's see. I think that would be like my top 3-4 choices right there. So it would be Attack on Titan, Soul Eater, Gurren Lagann. I do love Cowboy Bebop a lot, and Samurai Champloo. Those would be like some of mine right there then. So yeah.
Okay, from Stride Chip, do you do online commissions?
I used to do online commissions. Who asked the question? You said
Speedy Chip. Stride Chip.
Stride Chip asked, "Do I do online commissions?" I used to do online commissions. I did do some for my Kickstarter campaign, but I got kind of busy and I haven't done them in a while. So right now, no, I'm not taking any commissions at this moment because I'm super busy, with other projects that I want to get, other projects for you guys. That's what I want. You know what? I want to ask you guys a question, okay? And you guys go ahead and type it in and let me know what you think. I'm working on a how to draw product, okay? I'm working on a how to draw product. And just type in your response. Would you guys want to see that as a set of how to draw videos that I would have for sale and you guys would download it? Or would you want to see it as an ebook version? Okay, I'm going to ask it again. I'm working on a how to draw product, and I want to know if you guys would like to buy that as a set of videos or in an ebook. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
Okay, from Flora the Fox, do you have a DeviantArt?
Flora LaFlox asked if I have a DeviantArt. Yes, I do have a DeviantArt, but I haven't put anything up on it. So, so I have neglected my DeviantArt, and I need to change that. Flora the Fox. Flora the Fox.
From Amanda Nelson, what made you stick with YouTube?
Amanda Nelson asked, what made me stick with YouTube? Amanda, I think that I like YouTube because for this right here, you guys can leave comments under a video. So that's what I love about YouTube. It allows me to have, allows me to put a video up and you guys can just leave comments below. Whether you love it or hate it, that's the power of YouTube. So that's what I like about it. Let me grab my needed eraser here and erase some of these excess lines. Sometimes my lines can be so messy that I
do you have a Tumblr? That's fine.
My lines can be so messy to where I can forget what I'm drawing and lose track of what I'm doing. So okay, let me zoom out some more on my drawing so you guys let me zoom out some more so you guys can see what I'm doing then. And when I get situated, then Quincy will give me the next question. Let me zoom out here some more and save and zoom the camera out some more. All right, I'm going to take a quick swig of my coffee real quick. So you guys might hear me gulp on camera, rather. Okay. And real quick, guys, I'm going to take a few seconds to check on my people on Twitter and make sure that they're fully aware of what we're doing here right now. I'm going to mute it. Hang on just a second. Okay, hey guys, I'm back. Thanks for waiting for me. Okay, and we're gonna have another giveaway, and let's see what we can give away right now. I think I gave away one of the Sumo Grip mechanical pencils. It was a 0.9. I'm gonna give away a 0.5 Sumo Grip mechanical pencil, and Quincy has a question for you guys. He is gonna talk super loud so the microphone can pick it up. Quincy, take it away.
All right. What superhero was the first one to have their own superhero animated series, and what year was it?
Okay, so he asked what superhero had their first, who was the first superhero to have their own animated series? And you guys go ahead and answer that, and the first person to get it correctly will win this Sumo Grip mechanical pencil. So
Whoa, how do they already have the answer?
okay, Quincy, so
Total Carnage Games won.
How are we doing, Quincy? Do we have an answer from somebody?
Total Carnage Game already won.
Okay, so we have Total Pawnage Games has answered the question correctly.
Oh wait, hold on.
Okay.
There's so many comments at one time.
Oh, my son is getting overwhelmed by you all's comments.
Superman 1941 by Total Pawnage Games.
Okay, Total Pawnage. I think Quincy's getting kind of overwhelmed by.
There was like
all you guys are kind of overwhelming my son. I thought he was up on it, but I guess not then. So he's getting kind of overwhelmed by all you guys. And
I got one question from J Art Studios. How often do you draw, Quincy, if you do? I just actually filled up my sketchbooks, and today with my dad went out to Michael's and got 2 sketchbooks for myself because I filled mine. So I draw roughly about a few times a week. Not very often, but my skill's kind of up there considering who my dad is.
Okay, I'm adjusting this camera to make sure we can get some good light in here.
Okay. I did it, Mom.
Okay, Quincy says, someone says, I did it, Mom. Who is that, Quincy?
Total Pawnage Games.
Total Pawnage Games. All right, Total Pawnage, I'm going to go ahead and write your name down on here. And go ahead and send me a personal message, okay? Personal message. Quincy, you wrote on the wrong side of the...
Did I really? Oops.
It's like the glue side is over here. So, okay, then. So, Total Pawnage Games. Go ahead and send me a personal message with your first and last name and a personal message via YouTube, and we will go ahead and put this set aside for you, and we will send that out to you. It'll be going out tomorrow then. So Quincy will put that aside for me with the other one. Who's it? Z Splint that won the first one?
Z-Lint.
Z-Lint. Okay, then. So he's going to go ahead and take care of that. All right, let me get back to drawing here. And so you guys, any more questions out there for me? Oh, real quick, since I can't look at the comments myself, since I'm drawing, can Quincy tell me what was the preferred way of me making a how to draw product that you guys requested? What way was it, Quincy?
What do you mean, what way?
Would they prefer an ebook or a...
There was so many that said both. Majority said both.
Okay, majority
and some of them said, can't they just all be free because I'm 12?
Yeah, think about it. You guys who want the free stuff, that's what my YouTube is for. My YouTube is for the people that want some of the free stuff. You know, but my YouTube will always be free. It will always be free. And let me see the Post-it note, Quincy, real quick. I need the yellow Post-it notes. Thank you, son.
Okay, and we have one question.
So I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know about, there's a new program that is live right now. So it's called patreon.com/cartoonblock. Okay, so go to patreon.com/cartoonblock. And over there, guys, I have a new program that I just started. And I wanted you guys to go check it out. What it is it's a program that allows me to give you guys more of me. It allows, if you guys go over there, and what it is that you can pledge to like any dollar amount that you want. You can pledge a certain dollar amount, and in return, you get rewards. So for example, I have a pledge up there where if you pay like $1, you know, I can give you a shout out, something like that. If you pledge, you know, $3 or $5, you will get early access to my YouTube videos. You can get access to my behind the scenes private sketchbook. You can get, if you pledge a little bit more, you can get access to these live Q&A drawing sessions, which I'll be doing. That will be here. And if you pledge more, you will get invited to a monthly small group coaching session. And those things are like, people have been asking me for that stuff for the longest time. Like, so check it out. It's my patreon.com over there. And Quincy will let me know, is the Post-it note in the camera clearly enough?
Yes.
It is in there. You can see it then. Okay, patreon.com/cartoonblock. So check it out, and you guys can go over there. And I'll also be having, anyone who pledges will be getting, okay, a free tutorial. All right, a free tutorial, which I will only be giving away to my Patreon backers. So patreon.com, and only the people who pledge will be getting this tutorial. And the tutorial will be, drum roll please, how to draw Nightwing. So that, bam, is here. So I'll be doing a how to draw Nightwing, and I've already drawn him. So this tutorial will be only for those people who pledge to my Patreon. I'll be sending it out to you, and it will be for a limited time. This will not be, you know, forever. So this Nightwing drawing, how to draw Nightwing, will be up there for a limited time then. So make sure that you go ahead and check it out. We'll check out the Patreon, and all the pledges, everyone who pledges over there will have my the how to draw Nightwing video. It will be a special download, or I will email it to you personally. So patreon.com/cartoonblock, and just check it out then. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up here so you guys can see it in the drawing. And feel free to go ahead and tweet it, Facebook it, but that's for the people who do want to get more access to me. And Quincy, is that in the picture then?
Yes.
Just the patreon.com.
Oh,
okay.
New Patreon.
Yeah, I guess it's coming up there, so he'll let me know if it's in there or not then. But yeah, I want you guys to go ahead and check out that patreon.com link. And it's for people who, like I said, who want more access to me. All my YouTube stuff, I will always be doing my YouTube, so you never have to worry about that. My YouTube stuff will always be here, and that won't ever be going away. But for those of you who do want more access to me, you can get that. And like I said, those things will be, you will have weekly access to my private sketchbook, and that stuff is just, some people are like, oh wow, I want to see what you draw every week. And if you want to see what I draw every week, you can. You can really see what I draw every week and check it out and go from there. So let's see here. Any more questions, Quincy, from people?
We have a few questions.
Okay, let's go with one at a time. I may not can get to everyone's question, but I can get to some of them then. So
from David Padilla, have you ever drawn yourself in different anime styles like Soul Eater, Afro Samurai, Attack on Titan, etc.?
Okay, David, what's his name again?
Padilla.
David Padilla asked if I've ever drawn myself in different styles. I've drawn a self-portrait. It was a long time ago. I think I was in high school or something. But other than that, I've only drawn myself in cartoony caricature styles. That's it. So nothing in Soul Eater or anime styles. Although I should do that. That sounds like a cool idea, David. So thanks for bringing that up. And so
another question from Train Mystery. What inspired you to get into Marvel or DC? And he also asked, what inspired you? Oh, never mind. He kept spamming the same question. Okay. What inspired you to get into
All right.
Marvel
The name again you said, Quincy, was who now?
Train Mystery.
Okay, Train Mystery then asked. I'm going to draw my fist here too for a second, guys. Bear with me. I have to, even we artists forget some anatomy sometimes, and we have to use ourselves as reference. So that's all. I'm drawing this fist here. And all right then. So Quincy said Trayan. Last name again, son?
Trayan Mystery.
Mystery. Okay, he asked what again?
What inspired you to get into Marvel or DC drawing?
What inspired me to get into Marvel DC drawing? What inspired me to get simply not just Marvel and DC drawings, Trayan, or companies, was what inspired me was just watching cartoons as a child. Watching cartoons helped me. I mean, it's inspired us all. Like all the things. If I'm not sure how old a lot of you all are out there watching right now, but I was inspired, like a lot of us. It's just from drawing. And when I was a kid, I saw cartoons like Voltron. That inspired me to want to draw. And it wasn't just that inspired me to draw and want to work for DC or Marvel. It was just that these were, you know, comic book companies and just animations. I simply wanted to be a part of this, of the whole art pop culture. That's what I wanted to be a part of. I wanted to be a part of just the action. Like we saw that action on TV, and I just really wanted to be a part of it. I didn't care if it was Marvel. I didn't care if it was DC. I didn't care if it was Warner Brothers Animation. I didn't care if it was, you know, Disney Animation or something like that. I simply wanted to be a part of the whole drawing, you know, field, because it was just cool as a kid. It's just cool to be a part of that stuff then. So cartoons as a child inspired me to want to be part of just cool art and pop culture, and to pick that as my career. So, all right, any other questions?
From Sony Man, which DC character do you want to have a TV show like the current Green Arrow and Flash TV shows?
The DC character who I would like to have its own TV show is Static Shock.
Oh yes.
If there was a live action Static Shock series, I'd be watching that. Okay, I'd be watching it, and I would be live tweeting it and everything. Static Shock, or let's say Black Lightning. I would like to see that. You know, those are the characters who I would like to see on the live action, you know, TV screen and stuff. And that would be really cool to have that. In fact, I know Static Shock is they're developing, Warner Brothers Television is developing a live action a live action series online for Static Shock right now. And hopefully that gets off the ground. I really am hoping that that can get there, and everyone will support it. I really do hope that then. So hope that answers your question. So Static Shock, I would love to see that DC character have his own show and whatnot. So
okay, another question would be, do you watch Gotham? From Josh Ukrenitz.
Okay, Josh Ukrenitz asks, do I watch Gotham? I saw the first 3 episodes and I'm not impressed. I do not like it. There's something about it that it kind of keeps it. I keep wanting to see Batman, and I never can see Batman. I know it's called Gotham, but they should have called it something else, like Jim Gordon, or I don't know. It's just keep seeing that. I just don't like it because I don't get to see Batman. I don't get to see Batman whatsoever. So I keep wanting to see him, and I'm not seeing him at all. But I want to just, see it. I want to see him, but I know we'll never see Batman. I don't want to see young Bruce Wayne. He's boring. He's just some kid who's just trying to endure pain. Now, I did see the Selena Kyle, the Catwoman episode, and that was the coolest episode so far. But yeah, I don't like it. But what I do like, I like The Flash. The Flash is a pretty cool show right now. It's pretty cool. But other than that, I don't think any of the other shows, superhero shows, are doing that well. Arrow, I saw the first season and maybe about 2 or 3 episodes of season 2. It got boring. Hopefully I don't offend any women out there, but I got tired of all the women crying and stuff on the show. You had Oliver's mom who was crying because she was in prison. Oliver's sister who was crying because her boyfriend was going out to fight crime, and Roy Harper, and who became Speedy. And then or his name Arsenal, I'm not sure. And then Oliver's girlfriend, the DA prosecutor, she was drunk and crying and all this whiny stuff. Give me some action. So, and that's what I didn't like about the show. So, and it didn't have enough to capture and keep my attention. But so far, Flash is doing that. It has enough cool visual effects on the show, and hopefully the story goes somewhere. And they're not overdoing the sappy love romantic stuff, So they're doing a pretty good job of keeping that to a somewhat minimum, but it's not in a corny way. It is kind of cool how they're doing it. And I'm looking forward to seeing how the Supergirl series is going to be on CBS. That's supposed to be airing, I guess, next fall of 2015. And we'll see how that is then. Yeah, but any other new questions, Quincy?
Yes.
Quincy is checking some questions now. And thanks again, guys. I want to say thank you again for all the comments and for joining me on this live Q&A drawing session. And like I said, if you guys want more of this, be sure to go check out my patreon.com/cartoonblock page, okay? My cartoon block page. Just be sure to go ahead and check that out. Over there, if you want to see more of my live Q&A drawing sessions where you can ask me questions and get my feedback, please go check out my patreon.com. And when you go check it out, you will get this tutorial for Nightwing. I will send this tutorial for how to draw Nightwing, the video tutorial, to you guys. So those, go ahead and check it out. And this Nightwing tutorial won't be available forever, and I won't be releasing it here on my YouTube page. So it will just be for my Patreon backers. Some of you may remember my Kickstarter backing, but Patreon is kind of like that, but you just pledge instead of like a one-time fee of like $25 or something. You only pledge like $1 or $2 per month, and all that money, what it does is it helps me cut down on my full-time job so I can make more how to draw videos for you guys, all right, which are for free here on YouTube. So when you pledge, this is just for my diehard fans that want to see me, you know, draw more and give out more videos and stuff like that. I know everyone can't afford it, but that's why I simply made it like $1 or $2 a month, just for those that can, just to help me out so I can spend less time at my full-time job working in the animation business and more time doing videos for you guys. Things I want to help you all become better artists and improve over time and get better and better and better. So be sure to go check out my patreon.com/cartoonblock, and you can, you know, see different ways that you can support me, and then in turn I give you guys more of what you want. You get more access to me. Okay. All right, Quincy, go ahead.
From Daniel Waz.
From Daniel Waz.
Which one of the from the Avengers, who would you choose to be and why?
From the Avengers, who would be my favorite Avenger? My favorite Avenger would, I have to probably say Hulk. I like him. Hulk is pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy. He has the power. Thor is boring. I don't like Thor. Captain America is a Boy Scout. Although I do love his movie. The hey, well, speaking of which, so yes, to answer your question, Daniel Waz, Hulk is my favorite Avenger, and it's time for a giveaway. So Quincy's going to prepare a question, and we're going to see what it will be. The last question was, who was Cap's girlfriend?
No, the last question was what superhero.
Oh, last question was what superhero had the first animated series in. Give me another question.
Right now?
Yeah, right now. Let's go another question, and Quincy's going to be giving away some stuff then.
Who is the villain on the current season of Legend of Korra? And you must spell their name correctly.
So, who is the villain on the current season of Book 4, Season 4 Korra, Legend of Korra right now? Who's the villain on Korra right now? Who is the villain? And the first person will be for, we'll see who will win that. I need to adjust my camera a little bit, and we're going to see there. While we're waiting for the answer for that, Quincy, ask me another question.
Another question.
Hopefully we can answer everyone's question, but just to let you guys know, we probably can't answer everyone's question and whatnot. Then hang on, I'm going to grab a quick drink. I'll be right back. Then I'm going to go ahead and mute it. I'll be right back then. Okay, guys, I'm back. All right, Quincy said we have a winner for the Captain Kuvira thing. Let me sharpen my pencil real quick. He said, will someone answer the question as is Captain Kuvira? That is the correct villain. Okay, Kuvira is good enough. And who was the first person to leave that in there, Quincy?
Is Gaiden012.
Gaiden.
Gaiden.
Okay, let me write this down then. Hand me a post-it note, son. I got it right here. Here we go. So the Gaiden. So for me one more time.
Gaiden. G012.
Okay, man. So let's see. GAI, and the light is too bright on here. I see. I need to adjust my lighting. That's much better. Wow. I think I can see that. Yeah. GAIDEN. Okay. Gaiden. And 10, you said that was?
1 second. I need to find it again.
Okay, then. Quincy's going to find it, Gaiden. You have to go ahead and contact me. And Gaiden, what I'm going to be giving you, because you did that, you will win Captain America, the Winter Soldier on Blu-ray. It's still in the shrink wrap. See there?
Yeah,
whatever cool features are on the Blu-ray, Gaiden. Gaiden, it's what's now, Quincy?
GAIDEN 012.
012. Gaiden, send me a personal message, okay, with your first and last name and your full mailing address, and we will get this out in the mail to you ASAP. Gaiden, congratulations. You are going to be winning this Captain America, the Winter Soldier on Blu-ray. This is yours, Gaiden. These are some pretty cool prizes we're giving away, guys. We're giving away some pretty cool stuff. So, yeah. So just check it out. I'm going to adjust my camera again. I'm not liking the lighting on it, so I'm going to make it a little darker and whatnot then. So brightness, and turn my brightness down on here a little bit. Let's see, white balance, change that. My color intensity, that's cool, and my contrast. All right. And I'm going to move the settings to zoom in more on the face. Okay, and let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to just move a little bit more and get closer on the face. Much better, much better. Okay, time to start putting this face in there again. So Quincy said he has some more questions for me. Real quick, I see a question in here. Who's my favorite DC superhero? DC, Robin. Robin is my favorite DC superhero. That was from Mr. Garavin and whatnot then.
All right, a question would be from present day Professor Xavier. Have you ever worked on anything Batman related?
Yes, I worked on the Batman Brave and the Bold. Every episode, Batman teamed up with a new superhero, like Batman and Green Arrow, Batman and Plastic Man, Batman and Blue Beetle, Batman and Aquaman. So I worked on the Batman Brave and the Bold.
Okay. Another question that we have today is, will you ever go to Toronto Comic Con?
Will I ever go to the Toronto Comic Con? I'm assuming that's Toronto, Canada. So maybe one day. I've never been to Canada before, but yeah, I don't see why not. One day, yeah, I can go to it.
From King K3VV, also, can you do, or are you going to do any tutorials on people from Avatar: The Last Airbender and or Teen Titans, the original show, and or Legend of Korra?
Okay, what's the name again?
King K3VV.
King K3VV asked if I'll be doing any drawing tutorials for characters from Avatar: Last Airbender, Teen Titans, Old School, or Legend of Korra. Then I will probably do Aang from the old Korra, the old Avatar series, and I may do. I would like to do a lot of characters from the new Legend of Korra. I've done Korra already, and let me know who I should do next. You know, I love Milo. He's like my second favorite character on Legend of Korra. He's such a ugly kid. Milo is so ugly, and just his goofy teeth, his eyes, his warp-shaped head. He's so ugly, but he's funny. He is a funny character, and I enjoy watching him. So I might do Milo out of all the characters next. He'll be my next Korra character tutorial that I might do. Old School Teen Titans, I could if there's a big demand for it. You guys let me know in the comments right here if you guys want to see some Old School Teen Titans drawing tutorials. No one's asked me for that really too much, So that's why I haven't done it. But if you want to, sure. And as far as old school Airbender avatar, I would probably do Aang and Sokka. Those would probably be my two favorite characters from the old school one. Aang and Sokka. I love Sokka. Sokka was a comic relief. Next question, Quincy. Anybody?
Yeah, we have one from Patrick Sullivan. Do you sell art prints at Comic Cons or ever get a booth?
I've never gotten a booth at Comic Con, and I might get one day. So would you guys like to see me at Comic? Let me ask this. How many of you guys have ever attended a comic book convention in your city or gone to a different city? Let me know in the comments. Let me know what city. Like, was it Toronto Comic Con? Was it San Diego Comic Con, which is the biggest one in the world? Was it Chicago Comic Con, Wizard World, Dragon Con, Emerald City Con, Long Beach Comic Con, or New York Comic Con, which was just recently? Let me know what your, have you guys been to Comic Cons and conventions? But to answer your question, who asked it, Quincy? He asked
Patrick Sullivan.
Patrick Sullivan. Will I have a booth there at Comic Con? Maybe. Maybe. I could have one, and if I did, yes, I would sell some prints. I really would.
From Panic's Craft, could you do more video game drawings, like from old school games, like Legend of Dragon? Oh, Dragon.
Okay, who asked the question, Quincy?
This guy over here. Panic's Craft.
Panic's Craft asked if I would do any more old school. You said video game characters like, what was his name? Like Dragon something, you said?
Legend of Dragon.
Legend of Dragon, man. Legend of Dragon, I haven't heard of that video game, so probably not, I have to say. So I haven't heard of that character, and I haven't had any requests from it then. But if I do have quite a few requests for a particular character, then yes, I will go ahead and consider doing the one for him then.
From Tran Mystery, which two heroes would you like to see versus against each other?
Ooh, that's a good one. What two heroes would I like to see versus each other? Wow, you stumped me. That's a pretty good question. That is an excellent question then. What two characters would I like to see? Let's say someone who is smart and strong. Wow. Who is smart? I like Professor X. He's smart. Hulk is strong, but X can get in the Hulk's mind. You know what? We're going to come back to that. You asked me a pretty good question. Just because you asked me that good question and you stumped me. Who asked me that question, Quincy?
Let me see.
He asked that question. Who asked that question?
Tran something.
How do you spell it?
I think we...
Not Tran. Who asked that question, Quincy? Who asked?
Tran Mystery.
How do you spell Tran? How do you spell Tran?
T-R-E-Y-E-N.
T-R-E-Y-E-N.
E-N. Mystery.
Mystery.
Which two heroes would you like to see versus against each other?
Okay.
Can't wait to see what you think.
What two heroes? Okay, then. What two heroes? I'm just going to put down fight for right now. My favorite. So, Tran, because you asked that question and you stumped me and I'm in a good mood, you're going to get a Sumo Grip mechanical pencil. So, there you go. Tran, send me your first and last name and your full mailing address. Okay, give me that. And we will send this Sumo Grip mechanical pencil out to you. We have any other hard questions to ask our fans, Quincy? Do we have any other hard ones that we can think of? You know what, Quincy, I think he had one Dragon Ball question, you know, and he's going to ask it now. You guys better get ready because this one, well, I'm going to tell you what the prize is. So the prize, the giveaway is going to be, bam, in your face. Yeah. It is a Manga Comic Pro sketching and inking set. It's for all my manga people out there who need like a mechanical pencil and different brush tips and stuff like that. You guys are in for a pretty cool giveaway. This right here. So we got a Dragon Ball Z, you know, question right here that Quincy is going to get ready to ask, and he's gonna.
All right. The question
ask it is, and dun 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 dun, take it away, son.
How long is Goku and Frieza's fight?
How long is the first battle between Goku and Frieza, or not the first, but how long is the entire battle? He said, how long is the entire battle between Goku and Frieza? Meaning, how many episodes does it last? So give us how many episodes does Goku and Frieza's fight last? Okay, and you can answer that question in minutes or in number of episodes. So, and whenever you guys have the correct answer, first person has the correct answer, we will get your name and you get this brand new Manga Comic Pro, the Sakura Micron inking pens. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get the Sakura Micron inking pens from me.
Okay, we have the answer. Jordan Pete.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no.
Oh, Quincy said we had the answer. Do we have the first answer? How many episodes, Quincy? How many episodes? This is you, all you, son. You better be right, because if you're not right, you guys can. No. You guys can.
I know the answer.
Okay. Well,
all right, we got it from Kendall Carnell. 5 episodes is the answer.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Kendall, how you spell that, Quincy?
Kendall Carnell. Okay, 5 episodes. Let me go ahead and double check
Kendall. He said Kendall Carnell. I hope I'm spelling your name right. Carnell, N-E-L-L. And this is a Dragon Ball question.
Yes, he is the first one to answer that correctly.
Okay, first one.
The answer is it takes 5 episodes.
Okay, it was 5. Correct answer was 5 episodes. Okay, then.
We have some people going crazy. 4 hours and 13 minutes. That's not correct. 19 episodes.
Yeah. Goku and versus Frieza. Their fight lasted 5 episodes. So Kendall Carnell, send me your first and last name again.
Hold on.
In a personal message, and send it to me in a personal message, and we will send this inking set out to you. This is a pretty cool giveaway, man. All right, in a personal message, send me your information, and this inking set is all yours, baby. You know,
I want to make sure that this is right there.
Quincy, put this over there. Okay.
I need to.
So I'm going to go ahead and take a quick drink, guys, and I'll be back in a second. So be right back. Make a thing on here. Be right back. And I'm going to take a quick drink and go to the bathroom for a second. Hang on just a second. Hey guys, I'm back, and I'm gonna be here then. So I'm gonna finish drawing this Hulk thing. Gonna keep going here. And Quincy, get one more question I can kind of tackle, son.
What Marvel supervillain would you like to see face Wolverine, or do you think he would be successful?
What Marvel supervillain? Easy, Magneto. Magneto has already done it. He has taken that adamantium off of Wolverine's skeleton. So let Magneto fight him. And which Magneto, I love how Magneto defeated him in the Days of Future Past movie. He just he put the metal bars, he cut Wolverine's body or pierced his body with the metal rods and stuff, and threw him in the water in the harbor. So I love that. Next question, Quincy.
We have one from Enolith Lightbringer. Hi, Evan. I was wondering if you could possibly make an animation tutorial. I work with Flash, and I would love to learn how to animate.
His name is what again? His name then? Eonith Lightbringer. Eonoleth Lightringer. Or Lightbringer, I'm sorry. Eonoleth Lightbringer. Boy, that's a tongue twister. You asked if I can do a Flash tutorial. No. I want to stick with just basic tutorials and drawing and things like that. But I can recommend a great person who has Flash tutorials. And I did a collaboration with him before. His name is Draw with Jazza. Jazza is from Australia or New Zealand. I forgot. But hit up Draw with Jazza, and Jazza has some great tutorials on Flash and things like that. He can teach you. But my channel, I want to stick with just character drawing tutorials and how to draw, you know, better characters and things like that.
We have another question from Amanda Nelson. Do you think the Avatar could take on the Hulk or other Marvel superheroes or villains?
Could take on the Hulk? Marvel supervillain. Could the Avatar take on Hulk? Avatar, it would have to be a very good Avatar, like at the top of their game to take on Hulk. You know, any other Marvel super villains? They said villains or heroes? Villains. Let's see what Thanos can do. Let's see what Thanos can do with the Hulk. You know, so yeah, love to see Thanos and Hulk go at it. Or what's his name? The Ant-Man. Ant-Man is supposed to be able to grow into a giant. So if there's a giant Ant-Man fighting Hulk, I'd love to see that. And we know Hulk can fight giants because he fought the Leviathan with the one punch in the Avengers movie. So,
do you have a Soul Eater tutorial?
Yes, I do have a Soul Eater tutorial. Someone asked that. I drew what's his name? Soul Evans. Drew Maka, and I drew Death the Kid. So yes, I drew all of those guys.
Who is stronger, from Charles May? Who is stronger, fighter, Goku or Superman?
Ooh-wee. Goku or Superman? Fighter. Physically, I have to go with Superman physically, but as far as heart, both of them have great hearts though. They both have great, like, nothing, like, it's hard to get them down. They both have super big hearts. And, I have to, let's say here, Goku or Superman? Superman never gives up and Goku never gives up. How about this? You guys tell me. Let me ask you guys that question. Charles May asked this question.
Yes.
Who would win in a fight? Goku or Superman? You guys tell me. I want to hear your thoughts on it. What do you think?
Okay, we have another question from, excuse me. Ooh, where'd it go? What made you think, oh, no, not that one. Are you going to do another mail time video because I wanted to send you something.
Mail time video. You guys tell me. Answer the question right now. Let me know your thoughts. Would you guys like to see more mail time videos from me? I kind of got behind on it and kind of fell off of it. Would you guys like to see me open up your mail? If you mail me stuff to my P.O. box address, would you guys like to see more mail time videos? Yes, say I want to see more mail time videos, or no, I don't. So let me know. Okay, and I'm seeing a lot of you guys, your point of view on Goku versus Superman is Goku. Okay. I think Charles May asked that question, did he? I'm not sure. Okay, Charles, there's your answer. Goku won. Okay, the audience has spoken. So.
Oh, they said Goku because Superman died.
Didn't Goku die a few times, guys, also?
He's died like 100
okay,
times.
like, it's like everybody has died then, so.
Yes, mail time, I will. I'm not seeing any questions right now. Mail time, yeah. I want to see more mail time. I want to see more mail time.
Quincy is looking and seeing if we have more questions, and looks like he's reading the answers from like you guys' response to mail time. So.
And guys, no profanity because the message that you send will be blocked and it shows up as a blocked message. Okay, guys, no profanity. Let's keep it clean, okay? Let's keep it clean. So the message will be blocked according to what Quincy's telling me. And I'm in front of my drawing here. I'm going to move it some so you guys can see what I'm doing. Woo. So there we go. Move the camera back some. I think my hand was blocking the camera, and I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. Get Hulk's nostrils in here. That's not right. I'm going to sharpen up my pencil so I can get in there super tight. So sharpen this bad boy up. You know what? Real quick, I want to know, where are you guys from? Where are you at, like right now? Where do you guys live at? I want to know what city or state and what country you're from. Tell me right now, where are you from? And Quincy's going to read it off to me as your answers roll in. I want to know what part of the world is watching this right now. What part of the world? Where are you guys at? Okay. I'll put more shade on this area. I think I need more contrast so you guys can see the detail in my drawing and whatnot. So we have Malaysia, New Zealand, Puerto Rico, Miami, Florida, Norfolk, Virginia, Guatemala, Aspen, California, Omaha, New York, Stockton, Pennsylvania, Canada, Calgary, Tallahassee, Florida,
Tallahassee, Florida,
South Bend, Philippines, Washington, Scotland, Oregon. It's just like moving as I'm trying to Palm Springs, Florida, Germany,
Quincy
New Jersey,
can't keep up, guys. He can't keep up.
Georgia, Philadelphia, Kildare, North Dakota, Cali. Oh man, that's a lot.
Let me see if I can see. Let me see if I can read what I'm drawing.
Let's see how fast you can read.
Let's see. St. Paul, Minnesota, Guatemala, Central. Let me go back to the top though. I want to see
Canada, Scotland, Brazil.
Hang on. I want to see where you guys are from.
New Jersey.
Let me see. I'm gonna read it real quick. All right then. Florida, Malaysia, New Zealand, Georgia, Scotland, Miami. My sister lives in Miami. Puerto Rico. And real quick, Sydney Staples asked, when drawing your video tutorials, how long does it usually take you to draw? But probably about an hour to draw. Let's see, Guatemala, okay. France, somebody from France, what? How's the weather in France? This is what Corentin R. What's the weather like over there in France right now? Flint, Michigan. Cali, Cali, Cali. Puerto Rico again. Saudi Arabia. Ahmad Nara. You're in Saudi Arabia. Cool. Pennsylvania, Omaha, Nebraska. Chi-Town. Greg D is from Chi-Town, baby. I'm from Chicago myself. Stockton, New York. Calgary. Again, one's from Canada. Jay Wild from Chi-Town again. Lars from Copenhagen, Denmark. Denmark in the house. Let's see here then. Okay. Mailing address. So, let's see here. What we got in here?
Do I just press into that?
Yeah. Let me see here. Let me see here. I'm reading something real quick. Okay, I'm back. Got people from Japan, Ireland, Washington, Philippines, Scotland, Virginia. You guys are coming from everywhere. Wow. All right, then. I'm going to let Quincy tackle this back again. He's going to go ahead and take over the comments. I want to keep some shadow. Use my iPhone as shadow to give me some more contrast in the drawing. All right. All right, Quincy, what's the next question then, son?
The next question. I'm just getting more stuff from where people are.
All right, does anyone have a question? Anyone have a question? So,
who do you think is more OP, Kirito, Goku, Naruto, or Levi?
Who is more OP?
Overpowered.
Overpowered. Kirito from Sword Art Online.
Goku.
Goku.
Naruto.
Naruto.
And Captain Levi.
Captain Levi. Who is more overpowered?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Captain Levi doesn't have any supernatural powers, so that would cut him out of the running. But he's a great fighter. Kirito, his powers are only in a video game, so that would cut him out of the running. He's a real person, but he's only in a video game when he has his abilities. Overpowered. Naruto seems to go crazy with power and stuff like that. But then Dragon Ball Z is outrageous too. So Dragon Ball Z is more fantasy like Naruto, whereas Kirito is based in somewhat real life, like, you know, virtual world, where that could happen someday. And then you have, of course, Captain Levi is like a distant alternate future. So overpowered would be fantasy stuff. So that would be Naruto and Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, one question from Sydney Staples. How much longer are we graced with this awesome live stream?
I'm going to try and wrap this thing up pretty soon. So maybe 20, 30 minutes. We'll see. We'll see, maybe 20, 30 minutes though. But like I said, if you guys want to see more of this stuff, go to my patreon.com/cartoonblock. Go there and check it out. Go to my patreon.com cartoonblock page. Go check it out and pledge. And you can have access to this every month of me hanging out with you guys, drawing, answering questions and stuff like that. So you can go to it and stuff and just check it out. Okay, guys. So, but yeah, to answer your question again, how much longer I will be on here? Yeah, next 20 or 30 minutes, maybe longer. We'll see. I'm just gonna be drawing, and my son's here, you know, answering the questions for me, and I appreciate that. And I'm gonna give him a couple of dollars. Gonna pay him. Quincy 17. He'll be leaving home pretty soon next year. He's a senior in high school. So he already has 2 older sisters who are in college. My oldest daughter, Yvonne, she's 20 years old, and she's a junior in college. And of course, you guys remember Sabrina, my second oldest. She's in Georgia in school, and she's enjoying that, her freshman year in college. So Quincy will be a freshman in college this time next year. So he's enjoying his last year in school, his senior year in high school. And then we have my youngest son, Dalil. He's in the 7th grade right now. So yeah. So thanks, son, for helping out Pops by answering all these questions and managing the chat and moderating the chat room.
Who would win in a fight? Edward Elric or Captain Levi?
Edward Elric or Captain Levi? Who would win in a fight? Edward has supernatural powers. It's not a fair fight, guys. So Edward from Full Metal Alchemist has the elements and the full metal alchemy, and Captain Levi doesn't have the powers. So that's not a fair fight. That's the characters aren't on the same playing field. So give me somebody else.
From British manga, which do you find better, hand-drawn animation or computer-generated animation?
Which do I find better, hand-drawn animation or computer animation? They both look great. I do like some hand-drawn animation because it's more fluid. Things like Akira. How many of you guys have seen Akira? Let me know in the chat box. Akira has some great, you know, hand-drawn 2D animation. But then I also like stuff like Wreck-It Ralph. That's a great CG, you know, movie. So they're both great. I don't think I have a favorite or prefer one over the other. They're both great mediums for artwork and everything.
From Xavier Joshton, thoughts on Star Wars Rebels?
You know what, Xavier, regarding Star Wars Rebels, my thoughts on it, I'm not wowed by it. It looks cool, but the stories just don't grab me. I'm not excited about it. It's not that exciting. My favorite animation right now that I like is Legend of Korra. That's that. My top animated shows that I watch currently are Legend of Korra and Attack on Titan. I'm watching it on Adult Swim right now. So that's what I like. But Star Wars Rebels, I'm not wowed by it. It doesn't. I've watched like 2 episodes, I think, so far. Although I did see one with the Inquisitor, the bad guy, and he seems pretty cool. So I want to see more of him. And but I'll give it a few more episodes.
From Drunken Side 1, what's your favorite drawing you've done?
My favorite drawing I've done, I really do like from Drunken Side 1. What's my favorite drawing I've done? It's not just one, but maybe a favorite type of drawing. It's when I draw with the Copic markers. I did Iron Man as Copic, and let me show you guys the recent ones here on my iPhone. Let's see here. On my iPhone, I have, go to my photographs. It's not a favorite drawing, but a favorite type of drawing. Like when I did these right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. My Wolverine, I use Copic markers. So I'm trying to get some contrast in there so you guys can see it. Like that type. These are my favorite types of drawings to do with the Copics and stuff like that. So I don't have a favorite drawing, but I do have a favorite, you know, type of drawing. Let me find the other one that I had. Yeah, here's a Captain America. Get that glare out of there. Okay, Captain America that I like. Where is it at? Come on, give me a better picture. There we go, Captain America. So I like these types of drawings that I do. They do take more time because you have to be careful with the Copics, but I do like them the best. And I did a tutorial for Copics drawing Iron Man with a lot of the yellow and red markers. So that was a Copic tutorial that I really like that drawing a lot. So I like doing the Copics. I'm still learning about the Copics too. I don't know a lot about them, and they're fun to work with. It's almost like painting, but it's a lot safer and not as messy with the markers and stuff like that. So, yeah. All right, Quincy,
From
another
Mateo
question?
Cabello. From Mateo,
Mm-hmm.
do you look forward to Avengers 2?
Yes. Mateo, I am looking forward to Avengers 2. I really am. How many of you guys have seen that trailer out there, the new one? Let me know in the comments. I want to see how many of you guys have seen that Avengers 2 trailer. Now, did you guys see the new trailer where it shows the Avengers in the Avengers Tower? All of them are trying to pick up Thor's hammer. Have you guys seen that? Let me know in the comments. How many of you have seen the new trailer with the clip of them picking up Thor's hammer? All right, Quincy, next question.
We've got this from Jordan Pete. Who would you say is your favorite non-group Marvel character, i.e. character that isn't in the Avengers, X-Men, etc.?
Favorite non-team member that is not in Marvel Universe. Who would that be? Who would that be? It would. A lot of people are part of teams in the Marvel Universe. Oh, wow. That's a pretty good one then. Who would be a non-team member? What's his name, Quincy? Who asked that?
Jordan Pete.
Jordan Pete. You stumped me again. Jordan Pete. P-E-T-E?
P-E-A-T.
P-E-A-T. Okay, P-E-A-T. Jordan Pete, you want a sumo grip mechanical pencil. I'm going to give you one. And Jordan, send me your name. Well, this is your name, but send me your name and mailing address in a personal message. I'm going to be giving this to you. Okay? You stumped me. You guys are giving me some making me think. You know, you said non-team member. I hate you, Jordan. You know.
We have one from Lego News Reporter. Evan, how old are you?
I am 41 years old. That is with a big 4-1. 41 years old. That's how old I am. 41 Y-O. I can't be too young because I have a daughter in college, okay? So, correction. I have 2 daughters in college and a son here who's about to go to college next year. So, yes, I'm 41 right now. How old do I look to you guys? That's the question. How old do I look just based on my videos and my personality and how I act?
The question from G4M3R123. How do you motivate yourself to draw consistently?
GM13, that's the name?
G4M3R123.
Oh, G4. First of all, G4M13, you need to be slapped for making up that name, okay? So go ask your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your wife, somebody to smack you across the head for having a weird name like that, okay? Now, we're beyond that, your name. But your question is what motivates me? It's passion. Passion is what motivates me, okay? I just like drawing. I like drawing. I like taking my time to just, you know, figure stuff out. You know, it's just a cool thing. Drawing is not perfect. It's an art form. Drawing is really what you feel. You know, it's just great. It's like musicians, artists when they sing and rap. It's musicians when they play music and stuff like that. That's what it is. So how do I get motivated? I already enjoy it. That's the first thing. I already enjoy it. So there's nothing that needs to motivate me. You do what you enjoy. So always keep that in mind, guys. Do what you enjoy.
Okay, and he just clarified, it's the gamer 123. Instead of an A, he used a 4. Instead of a E, he used a 3.
Okay, Quincy said you just clarified your name. Gamer, still, you need to be slapped. Okay, by having a number 4 as the letter A and all that stuff then. But nah, all kidding aside, that's a cool name. That's a cool name.
And you got a lot of people here saying that you look from the ages 20 to 35.
Wow, you guys think I look ages from ages 20 to 35?
One guy said 30 to 35, some said 38, 36, 35-ish.
Wow, 35. Wow. I look that young, guys. Wow. Well, thank you for the compliments, you know.
One guy, Xavier Goshton, said you look 21.
21.
21.
Thanks, Xavier. My son's over here laughing at you, Xavier. He flat out doesn't agree with you.
No, because of the Vine. Because of the Vine. 21.
The Vine. Oh, okay. And what is this Vine thing, 21, guys? I mean, Quincy showed me that, and I mean, I thought it was funny, but apparently it's gone viral, 21. So it's a Vine of a little boy. Someone's asking him what is 9 plus 10? And he says 21 or something. So I don't know. I mean, it's okay for a few giggles, but I don't see why it went viral. But you know, so you never know. You never know with the internet. So that's all. Any other questions, Quincy? What do we have next?
Out of the entire Justice League, who do you dislike the most?
Dislike the most.
And this question is from the Lego News Reporter.
The Lego News Reporter. Who do I dislike the most?
From the Justice League.
From the Justice League. Dislike. Well, if we're looking at the Justice League Unlimited, the older series, I don't think I dislike anybody. I think that we have to just wait and see what stories are DC Comics and Warner Brothers can create with these guys. I don't think there is a such thing as a bad character, and that goes for Marvel, DC, or anyone. I think it's just the writers have to create the best, a great story. You know, if anyone has a good story, you can, you will like the character. We didn't think Iron Man was that great, but when we had a good story and the movie came out, everyone was all of a sudden an Iron Man fan, you know? So that's the important thing. I'm going to move this camera up some more so I can I don't want my hand blocking the way and whatnot. Hang on just a second, guys. All right. Quincy just told me that people are asking, how can they contact me? How can they contact me? Okay, the way you can contact me is by emailing me at, I'm going to write it here, cartoonblock, okay, info@gmail.com, okay? You want to know, and Quincy will also type it in the chat box right there. Cartoon Block Info. I think my son can type because he's always texting, so I assume he can type fast. cartoonblockinfo@gmail.com. That is how you can send me anything. So questions, comments, requests, collaborations, sponsorships, whatever, you know, business ideas, that's usually my business account right there. So you can send me any kind of cartoon block related information there. All right. And but yeah, you can send me anything. But also, guys, keep in mind my move this camera over some more. There we go. I want to make sure this thing is straight. And how do I look, Quincy? Is it okay on the screen on your end? I'm gonna make sure it looks quite right. Okay, then we're looking good. Looking good. But check out my patreon.com/cartoonblock, and when you're part of that, you guys can still be in contact with me, because anyone who's a part of my Patreon group will be able to join me live on these monthly Q&A drawing sessions, and I can answer your questions there, and we can just be more in contact. So be sure to check it out, my patreon.com/cartoonblock, and make a pledge, because a lot of you guys have been asking, how can you get in contact with me? How can you have more access to me? How can you, learn from me? And this is the best way right here. It is truly the best way, because I wanted to develop a way that I could get with people and learn from, and work with people who wanted my more undivided attention. And I can do that, and I think I can teach people more by having these group coaching sessions and live Q&A sessions, because I wish I had this when I was learning how to draw, and I didn't have that kind of thing at all. Coming up when I was younger, I didn't have a way that I didn't have a mentor who I could ask about drawing, or someone who I could learn from about animation, art, comics, just someone who I could talk to. Now, I learned to draw from I was inspired to draw from my father, and he will be, my dad showed me how to draw then. So, hey guys, I want to pause for a second. I have to walk Quincy out. He is taking his driving test. So he's going to be doing that. And the car is going to come to the house. The driving instructor is going to come pick him up. So I'll do my best to, I'm going to just go ahead and finish drawing, and I'll probably, go on here every once in a while. But let me pause for a second, and I'll be right back. So let me give my be right back post-it note. And I think I have it in there pretty good. Be right back. Let me walk him out. He has his driving instructor coming on soon. So I want to put you on mute, and I'll see you soon. Hey guys, we're back, and Quincy's gone taking his driving test. The driving instructor will be coming to our house soon, any minute now, so he had to take off. So I'm here with my lovely wife, Zena. Everyone say hi, Zena.
Hi everyone, and Lego News reporter. You were just asking about me.
Yeah, Lego News reporter. So my
Look at that.
wife's name is Zena, spelled Zeena. Zena. So I want to say hi, Zena. So she's going to be moderating the chat room for me. Any questions, Zena? You can just look in the, any questions, guys? My wife will be reading the chat box, and Zena, you can also type in there, and they know that I'm not typing, but you'll be typing for me. You can respond to some things in there. So the microphone is by me on the webcam. So yeah, so say the person's name who has a question, and I'll repeat it here for those in case they can't hear everything, but I'm here, guys. And also, guys, once again, if you want to see more of these monthly Google Live YouTube Hangouts, please go to my patreon.com/cartoonblock to get that, and that will be an ongoing thing. That will be every month I'll be doing this. So go to my Patreon and pledge, and you can get access to that type of thing. Okay? So go ahead, honey. Any questions?
Well, first I want to say thank you to everybody who's saying hello to me. The most recent is the Atom Smasher. So thank you very much for reaching out and saying hi.
Atom Smasher made my wife feel loved and welcome
and
here on the
a lot of other
block.
people too. So one of the questions from Tiger Gaming. What was the first, whoops, I just lost it. What was the first good drawing you drew?
The first good drawing that I drew might have been, there's one drawing I drew in the 5th grade, and it made me feel super special because it won an art contest. It was I want to say the picture was something like this. It was a bird, and I drew like the side of a tree, a branch. It was about right here. This was the tree, and the branch was here, and there was I drew a bird. It was something like this, and he was about to land on the branch. So this was the first drawing that I really felt good about, and I was like proud of. Remember I was in the 5th grade. So how old is that? How old are you in the 5th grade? What is that?
10, 11.
10, 11. So yeah, and I remember I won like a blue ribbon. I think I got like 8th or 9th place or something like that. So, but I remember that, you know, and it was at our local mall. It was me and my school among other schools. So this was a drawing, and I used charcoal. It was big. It was like about 11 by 17 sheet of paper, and I remember that. It was the first drawing that I did that, and I think what made me proud that the drawing was, it was the recognition that I got for having done that, you know, and my parents saw it, my teacher liked it a lot, and I spent a long time on that drawing too. So that was the first one that really stood out in my mind, you know. So that was something. So good question. Good question.
Yeah, there are a lot of questions.
Okay.
So let me find some more. Somebody asked, does Zena draw?
Does Zena draw?
I barely draw stick figures.
That's
so,
a good question.
The answer is no.
That's a funny question. Does she draw? Oh no, she does not draw at all then.
This question, it keeps coming. Who's your favorite artist?
My favorite artist, I would have to say there are several. There's not just one. I like the old school comic book artist. Barry Wrightson. He drew the old like DC stuff then. Bernie Wrightson. I'm saying Barry. Bernie Wrightson. His stuff was very detailed. I like Neil Adams. He was also the old school DC artist and stuff like that. Modern day artist, Kim Jong. His stuff is just great. He can draw from memory and things like that. So His stuff is just really awesome. Besides Neil Adams and Kim Jong, Bernie Wrightson, another modern day artist, Will Portasio. I like his stuff. Will Portasio is really good. I love meeting him or talking to him at Comic-Con and conventions and things like that. His stuff is awesome. Another modern day guy who I love is Todd Nauck. A lot of you may know Todd's from, he's currently doing the Nightcrawler, series for Marvel right now. His stuff is just great, Who else is there that I like? So many good ones out there, man. Concept artist for Marvel. Charlie Wynn, W-E-N. Charlie Wynn and Ryan Meinerding. Okay, his name, you guys should go look up his stuff then. Meinerding. So Ryan Meinerding, M-I-E-N-E-R Ding. So, or Ring, Ding, Meinerding, yeah. So I like his stuff a lot. He does all the concept stuff for Marvel and whatnot. The guy's very talented. I mean, extremely talented. So check him out.
So another question for Davink Simmons. Besides cartoons and animation, what's your favorite type of art?
Besides cartoons and animation, looking at other types of performing arts would be music. I love some Jay-Z. Love Jay-Z. His stuff is great. Other art, music, I guess musical guys I like is Kendrick Lamar is pretty cool. I like his stuff a lot. He has a good lyrical content. Mos Def, great lyricist. M-O-S-D-E-F, Mos Def. But as far as visual types of art that I like, sculpting. I like looking at great sculpts and sculptors and their works of art and the old masters like Michelangelo and things like that. So that's so I'll say sculpting, yeah, that'd be the best thing.
Okay, here's one from Junior Stowe 2012. What do you think gives you the most trouble drawing?
What gives me the most trouble drawing is hands can still be, time consuming and challenging to get them quite right. I think hands is something that everybody has a problem with. I could, I spend more time doing that because hands can move in so many different possible ways and positions. So that would give me the most troublesome. And what else is there? Feet. I don't draw feet that often, so because you're always drawing shoes on your characters and stuff. So I say hands and feet. Anyone can draw them, but just so you guys know, I mean, keep in mind you can draw anything. Some things just take a little bit more time than others. That's all. So don't ever feel like you can't draw something. You can draw it. It just may take a little bit more time, but you definitely can do it. So don't let anyone ever tell you you can't do something. And if they do tell you you can't do it, just ignore them, okay? Don't waste your time arguing with them or trying to prove to them. Just go somewhere and just do what you can do. You may not get there overnight or in a week or two, but you will get there. Just keep practicing. That's all.
Well, here's a fun one. This is from Nathan Pham. Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Ninja Turtle. Let's go with Raphael. I love that he has an attitude and he has the size. That's his weapon. So Raphael's my favorite Ninja Turtle.
All right. Let's see. Red Shadow Dragon 3. Do you read any Dark Horse comics? And if so, what's your favorite?
Red Shadow. Do I read any Dark Horse comics? Ooh-wee. Currently, no. I don't have any Dark Horse comics that I'm reading right now. Out of Dark Horse, my favorite series was Sin City. So I did love I still do. I love the Sin City stories from Frank Miller. So that was my favorite Dark Horse comic that I have. But currently, no. The only comic I'm reading ongoing right now, really religiously, is The Walking Dead. I love that, and that's an Image comic. So, but no, nothing from Dark Horse currently. If there is something I should be reading from Dark Horse, leave it in the comments and let me know. What is good from Dark Horse right now? So, okay.
All right, we'll see what comes up for that. And from 1, 2, 3, 4 Anime Fan 1, this is a technical question. When you draw from your imagination, do you use any reference, or is it strictly from memory?
When if it's something for the first time that I'm drawing, I definitely use reference. If I don't know something, then I will go ahead and pull reference. Yes, always pull reference. I don't have to waste my time trying to memorize it or look it up. Every artist use reference, and if they don't, they're lying. So they use reference. Everyone uses reference and stuff like that. So I strongly advise you guys to go to a Comic-Con, and you can get commissions. So whatever you can, save your money up, make your way to a comic convention and see what the artists there in Artist Alley are doing. You need to see that and ask them for a commission sketch. And you will watch them pull out their iPhone and they will do a sketch right then and there. So you need to see that. So you can see and understand that no one is doing all these characters from memory. Now, if you ask, for example, Greg Capullo, who currently draws, Batman for DC Comics, to draw Batman, he doesn't have to pull out his iPhone to pull a reference because he draws it every day. But if you were to ask him to, let's say, draw Slade, Deathstroke, and he only draws, he's used to drawing, My Little Pony comics or something like that. He may have to pull out his iPhone to pull some reference to get all the detail in Deathstroke's costume. So, but no, most artists, if it's like Batman, Superman, Wolverine, most artists can just draw those guys from memory. But it's for like rare things that you don't draw all the time, they may need to pull out reference. So always keep that in mind. There's nothing wrong with pulling out reference to draw your characters. You can always do that. It's not cheating or anything of that nature. Just go ahead and draw it. Now you can pose it the way you want to. Never feel like you have to draw something identical to what the other artists or reference you're pulling from. Never feel that way. You can always just make up, tweak, modify. If you're drawing Batman, make the Batman that you're drawing bigger than the reference that you're using. Make him skinnier, make him bigger muscles, fatter neck. Nothing has to be exact. So yes, artists, I do use reference for things that I'm drawing for the first time. And but if it's something I've drawn multiple times, then I do, I don't need reference for that.
Okay. Well, here's a movie question. What did you think of Guardians of the Galaxy? But before you answer, let me go ahead and answer. This is from Mateo Caballero. I actually was pleasantly surprised. I saw these funny looking characters and I wasn't sure if I'd like the movie, but I actually was laughing quite a bit and actually enjoyed it. But anyway, and how about you? Because they don't want to know about me. They want to know
you. My wife's going to answer my question for me. She's answering it for me. So I like Guardians. It was a very fun movie. Loved it. It was a fun movie. I didn't know what to expect. Marvel, I work for Marvel Animation. Some of you didn't know that. But Marvel, they keep a lot of us separate. So we don't know what goes on the film side, and on the movie side, they don't know what we're doing on the animation side. So we don't know what's going on with each other, and that's how they keep security tight. That's how they keep things locked up. But yeah, I loved it. I thought it was a fun movie. Now, is it my favorite Marvel movie? No, it's not. I thought my favorite Marvel movies are Iron Man, the first one, and Avengers. And then Winter Soldier would be my third favorite movie. Then Guardians would be my fourth. So Iron Man, Avengers, Winter Soldier, and then Guardians. So, but yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it. It was a fun movie. I love Rocket. I love Star-Lord. I love Groot. I liked Star-Lord. He was funny. Gamora, we have to wait on her. I'm not sure how Marvel's going to flesh out her character. So we need to see more from her. But all the other ones were great. And I love Michael Rooker's character. He was a guy, the blue guy that had the flying dart. You know, I loved his character. He was great. I really love him as Merle in Walking Dead. So I hate to see his character die the way he did. So, but yeah, I love Michael Rooker's character. Star-Lord's pirate boss, his blue face. So yeah, it was cool.
And here's another, just a fun one from Ahmed Nara. If you had superpowers, what would you want it to be? And would you want to be a villain or a hero, and why?
Villain or hero? Villains can be fun. Probably be a villain. Villains are fun. They can do more fun stuff. That would be it. I'd be a villain. Villains can be fun. Villains they can take over the world. Now, at the end of the day, they always get caught. So that may be something, but they always get caught. But no, villains would be fun. I want to be a villain. And he say, what villain or what superpower? I'm sorry.
Superpower.
What superpower would I have? What superpower would I have then? Mind control. That would be the power I would have. So it's a good thing Professor X has that power, so he uses his powers for good. So yeah, mind control. That's what I would do then. So yeah.
All right, so here's a business question from Plasma Bender 03. How can I collaborate with other artists? I'm currently working on a graphic novel and I'm 18.
Okay, your name again was Plasma
Bender 03.
Plasma Bender 03 wants to know how you can work with collaborate with other artists and whatnot then for a graphic novel.
Yeah, just want some ideas.
Go to now Plasma, I need to know more from you. Are you a writer or are you an artist?
So Plasma Bender 03, go ahead and just comment with the answer to that.
Plasma Bender 03, are you a writer or are you an artist? I need to know if you're a writer and you're looking for an artist to make your graphic novel, or are you an artist who wants to make a graphic novel with other artists? So let me know. I need to know more about that before I answer your question.
I'll look out for that.
Okay, next question. We'll come back to you, Plasma. We'll come back to you.
Let's see. Let's find some more for you.
I'm going to move this camera down some more.
This is from Shadow Kinsini Princess. Are any tips for young freelance artists?
Tips for young freelance artists. Yes, tips for young freelance artists. You need to be online and have an online presence. You need to have a Twitter. You need to have a Facebook fan page. Yes, so that's the best tip I can give you. You need to be online. That's starting out, people want to know who you are and what you're about. Have a Twitter, have a Facebook. Have a DeviantArt page if you're serious about getting in the animation or comic book industry. You want to have those things. So, and those things will help you get noticed. They really will help you get noticed. So have those things. All right.
All right. Another question from E.N. Bowie. Have you ever seen Will Terrell and Jazz's artwork?
Oh, my wife doesn't know those people.
I don't. Sorry, guys.
Will Terrell and Jazza.
And have you met them?
I have not met Will, but Will and I have spoken before. We have via messages and Twitter and whatnot. Yes, so we do know each other. And Jazza, I've done a collaboration with him. So yes, I did a video how to draw Krillin from Dragon Ball Z, and Jazza colored it for me. So if you look up on YouTube how to draw Krillin and in how to color Krillin, Krillin from Dragon Ball Z. Jazz and I did that collaboration. He colored the Krillin for me. So yes.
Right.
And I need to work with Will. Will's a great artist. We need to do some kind of collaboration together.
Okay.
Did we get Plasma back again?
No, I don't see Plasma yet.
Okay, we don't see Plasma yet.
But the blue said writer and artist. So I guess somebody else wants to know that answer for both a writer and an artist.
Okay, then. So going back to Plasma's question, he asked, any tips for collaborating with other artists? If you are a writer and you need someone to draw your graphic novel, first have your script done, then look for an artist on DeviantArt. That's the best way to do it. Look for an artist on DeviantArt and sit down and talk with the artist. And yes, that's the best way to look for an artist on DeviantArt. There are a lot of artists out there who are looking for work and who would like to, you know, get some work. So go ahead and hit those guys up. If you're an artist who's looking to collaborate with another artist to do a graphic novel or anything like that, same advice. Look on DeviantArt. But just be, I guess if you're a penciler and you're looking for an inker or a colorist, you know, have some pencil work done. Have a few samples of your pages finished and done. And that way you can show the inker or colorist. For example, if you have penciled a few pages, you want to work with a someone who can color, trying to find a colorist to do your pages in Photoshop. You can just have some pages already finished, maybe like 2 or 3 pages already penciled. And if you want advice or you want work from them, sit down and work with them and say, hey, we can maybe co-own this comic book together. Or if you don't want to co-own it with someone and you want to keep your idea, then you have to pay that person, okay? And that's when that's like work for hire. You're paying them to work on your project, and that's like hiring them. So get prepared to, you know, pay them a couple of dollars, not a couple of dollars, some serious dollars, you know, to do your, to work for you. So yeah, check out DeviantArt. That's the best place to find artists online, especially amateur artists who are good. A lot of good people out there. They just are just looking for work and they need some work.
And I was able to see with other people highlighting that Plasma did answer about being a writer and an artist and needed some help with coloring. So you already answered that question.
Okay, yeah, so Plasma again, yeah, so go ahead and you're looking for artists to help you color your drawings or whatnot, or looking for, if you're a writer, looking for someone to, you know, draw your book for you, DeviantArt. Check out DeviantArt and just kind of put an ad out there. And then there's another website out there, not a website, go onto Facebook and just Google Facebook groups. I'm going to write this down so you guys can kind of remember it. So go on to Facebook, look up Facebook groups. There are a lot of different groups out there for Facebook, and look for comic artists and writers. So just Google that. Facebook groups, comic artists and writers, and a bunch of different groups will come up. And what it is, I know I've seen some groups where there are artists and writers in there, and it's writers looking for artists, and it's artists looking for work. They want to draw somebody's story, and just become a part of the group in there and just talk to people. And that's a great place. So DeviantArt and Facebook groups. For type in comic artists, writers in Google, and it'll come up then.
All right, the Atom Smasher is asking, are you psyched about the movies Marvel said are coming from 2015 to 2020?
Yes, Atom Smasher. Atom Smasher? Yeah.
The Atom Smasher.
The Atom Smasher. My one I'm looking forward to is Black Panther. It is finally, you know, happening where a black superhero is getting his just due. The last Marvel, I guess, black superhero that we saw was Blade back in the late 90s. So it's great that Marvel is giving a minority the treatment that Iron Man, Thor, Cap, Batman, Superman, all those guys have gotten that treatment. So looking forward to Black Panther. And in fact, he's going to be in the Captain America Civil War movie with Iron Man. And they will, that's where they're going to premiere him in that movie. So we won't even have to wait until his movie. We can see him in 2013 because his movie doesn't come out till November of 2017. So yes, I'm super stoked about that one. And besides that one, the Avengers Infinity War. So they finally get to start fighting Thanos. And looking forward to seeing that happen. So yeah.
All right. This is one, I've seen some other similar questions, so I'm going to ask it. It's from Royale Spruill.
Yeah.
I'm interested in working in the animation industry and creating my own action comedy-based cartoons. How would I go about getting in the industry? And some other people had asked similar things about, what part of the animation industry they should be looking about getting into. So there's some various comments that are similar.
Okay, then. So a lot of you guys were asking how to get in the animation industry. Step one is a hard one. It is a super hard one. You guys ready? Step one, to get in the animation industry, you have to, ready? You got some pencil and paper. Y'all gonna write this down. Y'all get your cell phones out and write this down. Step one, to get in the animation industry, you have to move to Los Angeles, California. Okay? A lot of people ask about, how do I get in the animation industry? Well, you have to be where the animation industry is. There is no way around it. I myself had to make that decision when I moved from Chicago, Illinois, out to California. And there is no denying it. There's no way around it. You have to be out here. Now, there are other animation studios around the globe. There's some in Vancouver, Canada. I believe there's some in Toronto, Canada. There's some small flash animation studios that are in New York and Canada, but the majority of animation studios are here in Los Angeles. You have Nickelodeon here, Cartoon Network, Disney, Warner Brothers Animation. For the most part, they're here. They are here. So you want to be here. That's where the industry is. If you're in the UK and, London and everywhere, they have a few studios out there. But for the most part, it is here in Los Angeles. That's where the most animation studios are. But some of you guys, you have to say goodbye to mom and dad. Say goodbye. Leave your friends. You can still be friends with them on Facebook. So, but you got to say goodbye and say, I've got to get out there. There is no way around it. So if you're here in the United States, you have to move to Los Angeles, okay? You have to get out here and start making your rounds. But also, between you starting your portfolio and getting out here, you got to start getting your stuff online. Create a DeviantArt account. Create a Twitter account. And just start getting out here so you can, start your career. You can't really get in animation if you're not where the industry is. So keep that in mind, guys. You got to keep that in mind. What else do we have? We
got Ron Harvey Lego is asking, what is your reaction to the upcoming ending of Naruto?
Ron, I am behind on Naruto. And my wife did say it incorrectly.
I'm
Naruto.
sorry.
It's like she didn't put the Japanese accent, and she's more well-traveled than I am. My wife has been all over the world. I've only been in the U.S., but yeah, it's pronounced Naruto. Anyway, but we'll forgive her. She's a newbie. The upcoming ending, I'm behind, Ron. I am so far behind. I ain't even go front. I am behind. My son has been, you know, trying to keep me caught up on it. I am behind, trying to draw and everything. You can't watch everything in the world. I have a 9-to-5 job. I got a wife, 4 kids. I don't get a chance to see everything, you know, on television. And I'm adjusting my camera in case you guys didn't know while I'm talking. But I can't see everything. I cannot see everything in the world. And because of that, I have to forego some stuff. So like I said earlier, you probably weren't on the chat, Ron, but right now I'm only watching, the animations that I'm watching right now are Korra, Book 4, which is on nick.com, and Attack on Titan. Those are the current ones that I'm watching right now. While Attack on Titan is done, I'm just watching the English dub versions on Adult Swim on Cartoon Network. So yeah, that's what that is. And so no, I'm behind on it, and but Naruto is ending. All good things must come to an end. I know that certain things we want to last for a while, but it can't. It can't last for a while, because then it becomes the writers are making up stories, and you don't want that. You don't want the animation to just drag on forever. It has to be a good story. If it lasts a few years, and Naruto and Dragon Ball have lasted forever, so it's time to say goodbye. You know, so how do I feel about it? I'll catch up on it online. I will catch up on it then.
So J Art Studio is wanting to know more about your work that you do at Marvel. So how did you get started at Marvel Studios? Mm-hmm. What is your role as a production manager? Maybe kind of how you got into the business.
Sycra, you guys know Sycra, Sycra. You guys know, I'm gonna write that down here. Sycra, you guys go look up my interview with Sycra. That interview tells everything. It tells everything about how I got in the business. So that's Sycra. He has a YouTube channel, and great artist, good friend of mine. He's up in Canada, Vancouver, Canada. So Sycra did an interview. So look that up on YouTube. Sycra. He asked me that, and we spent an hour. I told him my whole entire story. In fact, it might be more than an hour. But yeah, I talked about how I got into the business. But I'll give you the quick rundown. I was living in Chicago, Illinois, and I wanted to get in the industry. So I came out here, and I walked in off the street to every animation studio that I knew, and Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney, Warner Brothers, and I just asked them for a job. And that's how I got into the business out here. But everyone told me no. So, and when I was at Warner Brothers Animation, I ran into a voice actor. His name is Phil Lamar. You guys should go look him up. Phil Lamar. Phil Lamar. M-A-R, I think it's R-R. Or it could just be L-A-M-A-R, yeah. But I'm going to look him up. And you know what? I'm going to show you guys something cool, which I don't show anyone. Have it fall back out. It's a picture. I don't have it then. No, never mind. Thought I had it up right here before. No, guys, I'm trying to find it. It might have fallen back behind my bookshelf. I'm in my office trying to find locate a photograph. It's oh well, it might be on my might be somewhere. I think it's in my closet somewhere. Anyway, I was going to show you a photograph of me and Phil Lamar when I first met. So I met Phil Lamar. He was a voice actor. So on my way, after the receptionist said, goodbye, well, we don't have any positions here at Warner Brothers Animation. So after she said that, I was walking out, and Phil Lamar, I saw him, I met him, and I said, wow, that's Phil Lamar. He does the voice of Green Lantern, Static Shock, and a bunch of other, and Samurai Jack. So a black man does the voice of those characters. And I saw his face and I said, wow, that's Phil Lamar. And he went ahead and I struck up a conversation with him. I said, wow, Mr. Lamar, I'm a huge fan of yours. You know, I follow your work. I love what you do. And we started chatting. And he saw the portfolio in my hand. And he said, well, wow, that's great, man. He said, are you an artist? We started chatting up. And he introduced me to the two producers on Static Shock at that time. So Dennis Cowan and Swinton Scott. And that's how I got into business. It started from that. I met a voice actor. I went up to him and said, hello, you know, I love your work. And started chatting with him. And he took the time to just, you know, sit down with me and look at my portfolio. And I thank him for that to this day. Because he didn't have to do that at all. Did not have to do that. I think I made his face too dark right here. That's all. Okay, next question.
So some people are asking about utensils and what would you choose? What type of pencil, or would you rather use a marker or ink? What's your favorite utensil?
My favorite utensil, guys, as some of you might have seen me before when I started this drawing earlier, I started with the Prismacolor Cool Erase blue pencil. I like to use that pencil. You don't have to. I just like it because it looks cool. That is it. And then you can use I use a regular HB drawing pencil. You see the HB, excuse me, on the tip of the pencil right here. So I use these two pencils the most. So in HB lead, you can use a regular school number 2 pencil, as you guys have seen me drawing with right here. This is a regular HB pencil that you use in school, or you can use a Sumo Grip, you know, lead pencil. It doesn't have to be Sakura Sumo Grip pencil, but it can be any kind of mechanical pencil with HB lead. But I like to go, oh, I also like to start some of my drawings out with this red Cool Erase pencil. As you can see, I've narrowed this thing down to the nub, and I need to get my pencil extender, which I don't know where that thing is. Ah, I think I see it. Here it is. When your pencils get down like a nub like this and you still have some lead left, you just get this thing called a pencil extender. And this is what the Koh-i-Noor. And it's just a little extra long stick, and you just stick your pencil in there. And there you go. And then you can still use it, you know. But yeah, so my usual and most used tools are the red and blue Prismacolor Cool Erase pencils to start out the drawing with. And then once I get the lines that I want, I lay them down, and then I move to an HB lead. It can be the school pencil HB, a drawing pencil, or this mechanical pencil, because all these are darker and give you a darker line than these right here. So, but sometimes I do full drawings with the red and blue if I want to. The choice is yours. As long as you just draw. Don't ever think that you need to get an exact tool for your artwork. You can draw with any tool, okay? Any tool. You can draw with any tool. You don't need to have artist's exact brand name, model. You don't need that. Just pick any tool and you'll be just fine. I'm going to sharpen my pencil real quick. There we go. Next question.
So this is a technical question, an art-related question. Plan A asks, what's your main tip for drawing the male body?
Main tip for drawing the male body is take a figure drawing class. You guys, please take a figure drawing class. I'm going to write it down right here. So, figure drawing. Figure drawing class, or it can be called life drawing. Depends on where you live at. It might be called life drawing, okay? Take figure drawing class, and this would help you draw the female and the figure body. Basically, you're going to be drawing nude models, okay? Nude models. I can show you one real quick. I have a few here. Here's some drawings that I have. So these are just figure drawings. These are just nude models that I've done in my figure drawing class. Here's some gesture drawings. And all these drawings help you draw not just female or male figures. It helps you draw just humans, period. And it's good for you to know how the real human body moves, so you can draw more convincing superheroes or other, you know, figures and things like that. So you're sitting there, you're drawing naked people. Yes, I said naked, butt naked. All right. So if you get uncomfortable around naked people, don't take these classes. But if you want to be a better artist, take these classes. And it's just, you're sitting there drawing, you know, some are short poses that last like 60 seconds to 5 minutes, and some are long poses that last up to like from 25 minutes up to 2 hours. So you take your time studying the human figure. So hope that answers your question. To draw the human figure better, to draw the male figure or female figure, take figure drawing classes. But to help yourself draw better superheroes or something, for those kinds of characters, you want to look at some muscle magazines or just Google the images. You know, just Google it and you can draw better that way. I'm going to pull this camera back some. But also, guys, again, check out my patreon.com/cartoonblock. That's where you can get more access to me, and we can have more of these Q&A drawing sessions. Okay. I won't be doing this here on YouTube for the public again. I will only be doing it for my Patreon backers. So if you want to, you know, spend more time with me and ask me more questions, ongoing questions too, we can have a conversation, and then go ahead and look at my, Cartoon Block. I got it right here at the top of the drawing, patreon.com/cartoonblock. And we can talk more about the business, about the animation business, about drawing and everything. We can do all of that. Okay. Next question.
Well, where did it go? This is basically a follow-up to the one about life drawing. It from where was it? King K3VV.
Okay.
Do you are there any life drawing classes that you can take that are not with people who are in the nude?
Yes, you can. And King, what's his name?
King K3VV.
King K3VV. Yes, King K3VV. You can take, instead of, if you don't want to take figure drawing classes, and you can take something called costume or costumed figures, or costumed figure drawing. You can take those classes. Okay, so, and that's people who are dressed up like showgirls or pirates, old classical people with just clowns. It can be anything, but they have costumes on, and you can take that. So, but it's also good if you want to be a serious artist. I strongly recommend figure drawing classes, because that way you can see the body, how it naturally moves. With this one, you're putting clothes on top of the body. All right. But yes, take costume figure drawing classes if you don't want to draw nude people. But any serious art teacher will advise you to take figure drawing classes, okay? And to find these classes, you guys should look at, just Google it in your local city. And they're for all ages. You can look at your local junior / community colleges. They offer those classes there. Or you can also look up one that my wife just introduced me to. Go to meetup.com, and you can type in like art, figure drawing, and find classes that way. So local junior community colleges in your local city. And you don't have to go to the college or be a student there. They just offer the classes. You can just take them. and then meetup.com to see what life drawing or your drawing classes are near you. Just get in it. And you can be any age. You can be, 12 years old, on up to get in these classes and whatnot. Yes, you can take these classes as long as your parents approve it and pay for it. So next question.
All right. From 11102, I think we've already answered this, but maybe somebody came on later.
Okay.
How old were you when you started drawing?
11102. I started drawing when I was around 5 years old in kindergarten.
And Gautam Prithvirajan, can you explain to us the straight versus curves?
Straight versus curve. What's his name again?
Gautam.
Gautam. You're asking straight versus curves. Okay, then straight versus curves is what is that? That's a term used when people are drawing figures. For example, let me draw the side view of a human leg. I'm going to draw the pelvic side, the thighs, and the foot. Okay. Now, straight versus curves. To draw this figure and to make it look interesting, I'm going to draw the back of his thigh as straight, the front as curves. Put the knee in here. I'm going to draw the back of his leg as curves, and then the front of his leg as straight. Okay, and then put the foot in here. This is straight. This one is curved. Straight versus curves makes the figure look interesting. Whereas if I drew it like this, curve for the front, curve for the back, and then curve for the back, and then also kind of like for the front, kind of straight, that's fine. And you could get away with that. But to make it more stylized and interesting, you would have to draw the curve versus straight. And this is something that Bruce Timm really perfected when he drew the Batman characters for the Batman animated series. His mandate was to draw all the characters, even Batman's arm. He draws his arm sticking out, his arms were curved, like his bicep muscle, and say his hand was right here. I'm drawing his hand. That's a square hand, but straight versus curves. He wanted to make the character simple but interesting. So straight versus curves is this term right here used to make interesting looking designs. Hopefully that answers your question.
Let's see what else we got.
And you guys are answering some good questions here. I really do like these questions. And like I say, if you want to see more of it, check out my patreon.com/cartoonblock. And over there you can have this ongoing, with me. And I will be answering your questions every month. Once a month, I'll have these questions for you guys to, just constantly, go ahead and answer more and more. And we'll keep this ongoing. Keep it ongoing. And I really enjoy doing this for you guys.
So let's see. British mangaka.
Mangaka.
Is basically asking about Stan Lee possibly appearing in the Marvel films, and in what way do you think that he might continue to appear?
Yeah. Stan Lee in the Marvel films. Stan has so far been in all the Marvel films. I don't think he's missed any of them. I think he was in all the Was he in Iron Man 3 with the Mandarin and AIM? I think he was. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. Was Stan Lee in Iron Man 3? I don't remember him. But yes, I believe Stan will be ongoing in all the Marvel films. It's just something that Stan has nothing to do with the Marvel characters anymore. I mean, he created them, but Marvel owns the characters. And it's kind of that thing that Marvel does it for something to please the fans. Yes, I do believe Stan will be in the Marvel films ongoing. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy. And they're in outer space. So, yes, I think he'll be in there. He'll be in it until he dies. Because Stan doesn't do anything else. So, he's so old. He's worked. He's worked, and he should be only working on the projects that he enjoys, you know, keeping himself busy. But other than that, he's Stan the Man Lee, and we all love Stan. But yes, I do believe Stan will be in the films ongoing. It's kind of something cool that Marvel just does for the fans.
Well, we had got to meet him once, and he was just such a nice guy, you know. I know he's
we met
not the
Stan
youngest of
once.
guys, but he is full of energy.
Yeah.
And just really, just a warm person. So
Yeah.
that was really nice.
We met him. What month was that? Was that last? When was that, honey? That was last.
A few months
I'm
ago.
looking up on my phone and seeing when we possibly met him and whatnot. Here's a picture of me, guys. I met what's his name? Yinsen, the guy who was with Tony Stark in the cave. So I met him at the Iron Man 3 red carpet. Yes, Yinsen. He was a guy in the cave. How many of you guys remember Yinsen? So I met him at the red carpet, and let me see who else we met there. Where is it? Some more. When was the next red carpet that we had? I'm asking my wife.
March.
Looking up some more. When was it? We did. That was for the Thor one, I believe. I see the one we did for Guardians of the Galaxy.
That wasn't it.
Here's one with Sam Jackson. We caught him walking down the red carpet. I asked Sam for a picture. He said, pictures? I'm taking pictures down here with the paparazzi. Oh, man. I was like, Sam, you get a picture with me, man. So here we are. Here's my wife and I. We took a picture with Sharon, the actress that played Sharon Carter, Agent 13. So she got a picture with us. Let's see, who else was there? Who else did we get? We got, oh yeah, I got one with Michael Rooker, okay? Merle from Walking Dead. So got one with him. He's great. And my favorite of the night, Falcon himself. That's me and Falcon, baby. Yeah, boy. He took my iPhone and took the picture. So Anthony Mackie, great guy, super great guy. Super great. But yes, where's our Stan Lee picture? I can't find that thing.
That was before that day, wasn't it?
That would have been before then. I assume so then. That was last year, so I can't find it.
Say March.
March then? Okay then. July, June, April, May. No, I can't. I don't seem to see it. That was a
Here, I'll look for
different time then.
Go ahead and keep drawing.
Yeah, all right then. Well, we'll look at it some other time then. I'm not sure how I did my camera roll with my film. You know, it might be on my other camera then. Anyway, it's a picture with Stan Lee. You know, it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. You just look at it then or not. My wife's gonna try and find it on my phone and stuff. So can't. So
I know where I can put it.
You know, photos and stuff. All right.
So a question from Jay Caro is, how do you determine where there is a placement of shading?
Shading, that's an excellent question. What I do is this. I'm going to grab a figure I have here. What I do is I grab my toys, okay? Yes, I still play with toys. I'm a grown man. How many of you guys play with toys out there? Say, I play with toys. Yay! Anyway, you take your toys, and I have a lamp on my desk, and I move the lamp, and I put it on the figure. So, well, I can't show you guys because I would have to move the camera, but I have the light and it shines, you know, on the figure, and wherever the shadows fall, that's what I draw. So use your figures and use your toys and use your statues. Any of you guys have statues out there? You can use your statues to put light on them. Use a flashlight, use your lamps, whatever you want to. I also have this Green Lantern John Stewart figure here that I, you know, use. I can see more definition in his face, so I just use my toys to put lights on them. I put it behind them, beside them, and that just gives me the rough idea of where the shadows will fall on the figure? So that's a great question. What was his name again, honey?
That was Jay Carroll.
Yeah, Jay Carroll. That was a great question. So yes, most people want to know where to put shadows, and how do you know? You use your toys. And then after you use it for so long, you can almost guess where the shadows should go. You can almost guess where they should fall. So I mean, got more shading on my. When I moved the lamp, I think I messed up the shading and stuff like that.
A lot of people do play with toys.
Look at that. So a lot of you guys play with toys and whatnot. So
all right. Let's see.
I don't want to keep you guys forever.
Yeah,
but
somebody's asking much longer you.
I'm going to wrap this up and whatnot. So as you guys can see, you can tell who I'm drawing, you know. So you guys know I'm going to just put some quick highlights on, shading on him. I'm going to have him rim lit. So in other words, the light will be behind him. Let me zoom out some more. Okay. Let me move the camera. Zoom out some more. There we go. And move it. My wife is still on the phone, on my iPhone, trying to find a picture of Stan Lee. We can give it up, honey. So, so just believe me, I did get a picture with Stan Lee, you know. So it was at the Thor Dark World red carpet, which came out in last November. So we were there in October or something, or early November. So yeah, so that was it. It was the Thor Dark World premiere. So yeah, we did. So I'm gonna quickly put in this. But that was a good question, asking about how to draw better figures, you guys. That was some great questions. How to put shading on a figure, where you can put, how to know where to put the shading at. And yeah, all great questions. So I'm going to have him.
There was a good question here that I wanted to share. Where is it?
I'm going to just put the shadow in here on him. And my wife said there was a good question, so whoever asked it. So
if I can.
It's a good question.
You guys are being so good about asking questions, but sometimes I lose them. Okay. From Liam McManus. What's the best life advice you ever received?
Ooh, life advice I ever received.
That you can pass on to them. I
can. Here's one that I've been living by recently. Yeah. I'm gonna write it down first. So, and then I'm gonna say it. Let me write it down first. I'm writing it right now because I want you guys to see it. Writing it down. Okay, then. Here it is. Life advice that, you know, I've adopted. So hopefully you guys can take what you need from it. And here it is. Self-discipline is doing the things Y-O-U-R-E, you're supposed to do, whether you want to or not. Okay? Self-discipline. Do the things that you're supposed to do, guys. All right? If you want to be a great artist, you have to draw every day, even if it's like 5 minutes a day. If it's a stick figure, a scribble scrabble. If you want to lose weight, which I've lost 40 pounds this year, okay, by eating right, and some of you guys noticed it too in the video I posted recently. You have to do the things that you're supposed to do. And most times you're not going to feel like doing what you want to do. Okay? You're not going to feel like it at all. So that's the motto that I've been kind of living by all my life, but even more recently, it's been coming to the forefront of my mind. Self-discipline. Have self-discipline. Make yourself get up. For me to become better at art, I had to let certain things go. I had to like stop playing video games. How many of you guys play video games? I want to know. My wife will tell me. She's going to read it. So how many of you guys out there play video games? And how many of you guys play video games, but you want to be a better artist? Okay. Stop playing the video games. Okay. If you want to be a better artist, just limit your video game playing to like maybe, I don't know, 2 hours a week or just the weekends. Okay. But Monday through Friday, draw. You should be drawing. All right. You should be drawing and improving your artwork. Take that drawing class instead of going over your friend's house or playing with your friends online. Take that figure drawing class. Go to that figure drawing class and draw. Be around other friends. Use that meetup.com. Okay. We need to be around more people who will encourage us and our artwork. Okay. That's what we need to be around. So self-discipline. Do the things that you're supposed to do. All right. Whether you want to or not. And that's where that will improve your life. And that's the motto I've been living by recently. A lot of things that I did not want to do, okay? But I had to do them anyway because I knew that it benefited me in the long run. It really helped me. I knew, okay, there's something good coming out of this. I know there is. And it's just picking the time to do things. You have to weigh and ask yourself, what things do I really want in life? I want to be a better artist. Well, you can be a better artist. You just have to simply go ahead and take the time necessary to improve. So I'm trying to get this shadow back on here. It seems to be brighter. Yeah, too much light is on this drawing. So I'm trying to tone down my light and everything so you guys can see it. Let me pull up my camera settings and zoom in some. There we go.
So did you already talk about what's your favorite, if you have a favorite character to draw? Or no?
I don't think I've answered that one. Favorite character to draw? I like drawing the Hulk. He's cool. He's really cool. I like that a lot. So, and I like, who else? Batman's fun. Yeah, just a lot recently. I want to say it's more probably Marvel characters and stuff like that. You know, I like drawing that. Pulling up my Copic pens right now. So yeah, Iron Man's cool. I like drawing him. He's cool. And who else is there? I think that's about it right now. But Hulk is fun because he's wild, and they've made him, the Marvel universe, they've now made him fun to kind of, you know, it made him cool because the previous movies he had weren't all that great. So, but he's cool. He's fun. He finally gets to be a hero, not just some psychopath, you know. So he's fun to draw.
Anything with anime? A favorite anime movie or character or characters?
I love Captain Levi. My favorite anime characters. I love Captain Levi right now on Attack on Titan. So he's really one of my favorites right now. I love Black Star from Soul Eater. Black Star is just obnoxious. He's cocky, confident, you know, so that's really cool. He's a cool character. And well, who else is there? Afro Samurai. He's cool. I mean, nobody's cooler than Afro Samurai. He has an afro, and he can whoop everybody's butt. So that's a great thing right there, man. Yeah, those are some favorites right there. You know. Yeah, that'll be it for right now, then. I'm sure I may have other ones that I like, but those are the ones that come to mind right now as far as my favorites then.
And a lot of people talked about playing video games, so a lot of gamers out there.
Okay, so my wife said a lot of you guys are playing video games. Nothing's wrong with the video games, but if you want to be a better artist, you have to sit down and honestly ask yourself, you know, I need to find time to improve, and where can I find the time to improve? Do I want to be a better artist? You know, if so, that means I have to give up something. I have to give up something to become a better artist. I have to give up something to fulfill my dreams. I mean, if you guys have a dream of becoming a better artist, then what are you willing to do to fulfill that dream? What are you willing to accomplish? What are you willing to give up? You know, tell me, are you willing to give up playing video games every night of the week? Are you willing to do that? I mean, you can still play video games, but you know, come on, don't be playing every night. So, you know, I can play Halo too. I can play, you know, other stuff and Call of Duty and all that. But what is Call of Duty getting you? You know, unless you plan on becoming a professional video game player, honestly, what is that getting you? You can enjoy Call of Duty, but don't enjoy it 5 nights a week. When you come home from work, when you come home from school, you should be, you know, say, okay, I need to concentrate on my artwork. You know, let that be your enjoyment right there. Develop that skill and save Call of Duty for the weekend. Save Halo for the weekend. You know, don't play that stuff all the time because it's not keeping you, it's keeping you further and further away from your dream, which you don't want. You know, you don't want that at all. So, yeah, just in this light again. So, any other questions? I'm using my Presto whiteout right here. If you guys don't know what that is, you can buy these at your local office supply stores. They're supposed to white out a lot of stuff, so I'm just going to just white out certain parts of Hulk.
So Linda Isabella, 12, talks about how she's in college and having to draw every day for grades, for marks, and feels like she's losing her imagination and doesn't feel like she gets to draw for herself. Any tips for maybe a art student who doesn't give as much time to draw with whatever they want to draw?
Oh, okay, Linda, you're drawing a lot of, I'm assuming she's drawing a lot of projects based on
that. It's for college, yeah.
It's for college. You said she's 12?
No, that's her name.
Oh, okay.
Linda Isabella, 12.
I was like, wow, she's 12 years old in college. Like, wow, you know.
Prodigy.
I thought my kids were smart. My goodness, you know. Okay. Linda, start drawing the things that you want to draw. What do you like, Linda? And this goes for anyone out there. You just can't draw your college projects. You have to, you know, draw your things that you enjoy. Do you enjoy drawing landscapes? Do you enjoy drawing anime? Do you know, Linda, what do you enjoy drawing? What do you have fun doing? And ask yourself, is this what you really want to do? You have to ask yourself that. Whatever you enjoy, you'll make time for it. So just make time for the things that you enjoy drawing. Rearrange your schedule. After you get your homework and your projects done, make time, I'd say like maybe 30 minutes a day with your sketchbook and say, I'm going to draw what I enjoy drawing. Say you enjoy drawing your favorite anime character. 30 minutes when you get home from your college classes, give yourself 30 minutes to draw what you enjoy. And that's what goes inside your sketchbook. And this goes for anyone. Make time to draw the things that you enjoy drawing. Yes, we've all had classes. I've had classes in college where I had to make time to draw my projects. But you have to make time. Linda, you may have to give up something else that you enjoy. All right, to make time to draw the things that you enjoy drawing. You know, hang out less with your friends. I'm not saying let your friends go. I'm just saying, you know, instead of hanging out with your friends every night or maybe every other night, hang out with them just one night less. Say you're hanging out with your friends 3 nights a week. Well, hang out with them just 2 nights a week, okay? And that way you can have time to make time for the things that you enjoy. All right, so find out what it is that you enjoy and just make time for it. It's hard. One thing that I decided to do was to start drawing in the morning times before I go to work. Okay, that is so hard, guys. Drawing, getting up early. I already have to go to work for like 9, 10 o'clock a.m. But to do it before I go to work, that is super hard. Okay, so I'm like, but the only time I finally figured out, the only time for me to draw is in the morning before I go to work, meaning drawing the things that I want to draw, you know. So it has to be the morning time, because when I come home in the evening times, I'm tired. I am tired. So if you're like me, Linda, you're tired also when you come home in the evening. Maybe you have to do it in the morning. And I know in college kids don't go to bed. You guys are up all night, okay? You don't go to sleep. But if you want to improve your art skills, you have to make time for the things that you enjoy drawing, okay?
Some people are asking if you paint.
No, I don't paint. I just use the Copic markers. So I don't paint. I would like to paint. Maybe one day when I retire and and I'm an old man, I might take up painting then. But no, I don't paint. Just mainly pencil, sketch. And the Copic markers. Copic markers, you can get some really nice painting style with the Copics. So that's what I stick with for now.
All right. So you want to explain what you're doing right now? Because some people are talking about what you were doing before with the whiteout.
Okay. Some of you asked, what am I doing with the whiteout? What I was doing was I was putting a highlight rim light around Hulk. So that means that the light source is coming from behind him. Well, I'm saying behind, my hand on the side is kind of funky. But the light source is coming from behind him. So there's a shadow that's in front of him. So his shadow is all in the front and the highlight is on the outer edge. But to get this super white looking, where it's pure white behind him, I use the Presto because with all my sketchy lines and stuff, I still have smudges on the drawing and stuff. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but I use the whiteout to make it just pure white. And it's a quick way of just making it super white and that the light source is behind him, as opposed to me just going back in and erasing out, you know, the lines and making it and putting in my lighting effect. So the whiteout is just a cheat or a quick way of making the light source, indicating the light source behind him. That's all.
So, and the drawing studio is asking, are you a digital artist at all?
Am I a digital artist? No, I really am not. I prefer the traditional medium. Now I do some digital art in my on my iPad mini. I do some of that, but that's just for practice stuff. So I might show you guys some of that stuff one day, do a digital one. But for the most part, no. I like pencil and paper, and I prefer my teaching you guys with pencil and paper because everyone can get pencil and paper, okay? Anybody out there who follows me, it's easier for them to like get pencil and paper than it is for me to show them how to do digital stuff. And they have to have Photoshop. They got to have a computer with, you know, high speed, you know, RAM, but pencil and paper are easier. Everyone can get that, and you don't need to be a digital artist to be a good artist. Okay, always keep that in mind. You can just get away with doing what you have with just pencil and paper, and then once you master pencil and paper, then you can always transition that over to the digital medium. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up, guys, and I think we're good for now. You know, congrats to all the people who won the prizes that we have labeled with the Post-it notes. We're going to be giving those away, and they're there. That's fine. You can keep them there. My wife was picking them up. I was just showing her where they were because these are ones that Quincy had. So those people that won the prizes, the giveaways, that won the Micron inking pens, yeah, we can do that. And trying to think what else. Yeah, my wife just mentioned, help me out. She just reminded me, Patreon. Go to my Patreon page, guys. Go to my Patreon page. So patreon.com. I will be doing this once a month. Once a month, I'll be doing this hangout here, and it will only be for my Patreon backers, okay? And you guys have been great in supporting me over these past couple of years with the let me move it, my camera. There we go. All right then. Yeah, patreon.com. You guys have been great in supporting me over these past few years, and I thank you for it. But I really want to focus on people who really want to learn, okay, from me. And if you really want to learn from me, you can learn from me just by continually watching my YouTube videos. But if you want more of this one-on-one not one-on-one, but small group interaction, access to me, live Q&A access, where we can talk, chat, and you guys can give me ideas. I will be doing that for my Patreon backers. So go over to patreon.com/cartoonblock. The page is live. It is up. It will be there. And also, everyone that backs my Patreon will also be receiving this how to draw tutorial for Nightwing. So I'm editing this video right now. I've already drawn them, as you can see, and editing it right now. It will be I'll be giving that to all my Patreon backers, okay? And this is a bonus. This is just a bonus for everyone who backs my Patreon. So you will get, you know, what the tiers are detailing over there on my Patreon account. But as a bonus, I'm giving away this Nightwing how to draw tutorial, a video. I will be personally sending that out to you guys via maybe a Dropbox link or something. But that's only for my Patreon backers. So if you want the Nightwing tutorial, go patreon.com/cartoonblock and choose the proper tier, reward tier, and you can get it then. So hope you guys like it. Thank you for joining me on my my first ever live Q&A drawing session. I thank you. My son Quincy thanks you. He's gone. Hopefully he passed his driving test. And my wife thanks you as well, Dan.
Yes, I thank you.
Thanks, guys. And it's been good hanging out with you all. Hopefully I answered a lot of you all's questions. I know I couldn't answer everyone's question, but join me on my Patreon page and I can get to your question there. All right. Till next time. Deuces.